What up, party people? Y'all know what it is. Your man Hakim Green Channel, live and direct. BDP all day, every day. All we do is spark Madism over here on Madism Sports, episode 100. God dang. Putting in that work, bro, over the last, 2.5 years, something like that. It all started when every day I was talking to my homie Wes about the daily sports happenings in the world. And Wes was like, yo, bro, we should do a show. We should do a show where we just, talk about sports, chop it up, get a few of our friends, folks that, on the same page and get it crackling. I was like, you know what? You got something there, Mr. Henderson. I was like, you know what? Let me flip this Madism brand, throw the sports on there, call some of our really, really good friends, and let's do the damn thing. And here we are, 100 episodes later. Thank you, guys. Coach
Century Mark.
My man Cliffy, Uncle Spliff Daddy, Zatch Master, and of course, Coach Williamson, a.k.a. Peanut.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen. So,
congratulations, Kings. Congratulations. Great job.
Thank you, fam. Thank you. It was
only much fun, fellas. 100 shows.
Oh, shit. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on.
He gonna wait 100 shows to drop his ism.
What up, Steve? What's up, man? I'm good. Actually, the show just started. We started at 7 o'clock. I'm on the air right now. I'd love to get you on here just to say what's up to the fellas and, wish us well on our 100th episode. All you got to do is send me your email address, and I'm going to email it to you. All right, cool. Excellent. Yeah. Yo, man, this show is just getting better and better. We got a full lineup. We usually go like 8:30, 9 o'clock. We might be here like 10 o'clock, bro. We got a lot of folks stopping through to say what's up. Some surprises, old school, new school, all familiar faces, all family. That's what we do over here at Madism Sports. Before we get into it, how we like to do. I'm gonna throw up a video, so we can invite, subscribe, like, bring people into the conversation. I'm gonna send the YouTube link to all you gentlemen, so you can share with all your friends out there, and they can watch the show from where they're at on YouTube. Of course, we got the Facebook link popping off. Yo, this is Madism Sports, episode 100, and I'm telling you, we got some surprises, some big names coming to the building. And when they drop through, you're going to be like, yo, okay, we did it big. My guys, all right, let me get this cracking. If y'all want to chop it up while I set up, please do.
What's happening, fellas?
What up, Coach? What up, Wes?
I'm gonna tell you like this, Coach. I know you my Laker fan buddy, and we all rooting for the end soon. So I sat down Sunday because it was nothing to watch.
Yep.
And they actually look like they might be a problem in the postseason.
They
Come on!
Look at how.
Laker Nation, stand up! Laker Nation, stand up! Coach Ian, you can chill. I know you kind of upset right now. You tight with me right now. Stand up, Wes. I'm glad you see the light. Glad you came on over. It's all good. It's all good.
I come on over.
Safely having fun. Real hip-hop people. It's an engagement. It's a demonstration. Using hip-hop culture to get you activated. Let the people hear the bass, the vibration, the love, peace, unity, and watch them add on. It's a culture. It's not just rapping. It's not what we do. It's how we do it. We're doing it right here, Springfield Avenue, between Bergen and Plum. 24 hours straight, man. It's crazy. I just sent the YouTube link. Chat, gentlemen, check the chat. That's the YouTube link. Y'all can send it out.
People of the culture.
Yeah, Ron Lawrence. Fire.
The hip hop culture.
Yo, we love rap.
Yes,
Love
we
it. Yeah, we do. But it's really about the culture.
Yeah, let them know how.
The realness. The culture. Yeah.
What up, man?
You know a hard head makes it soft behind. If I only knew my schoolwork like I knew them rhymes. Mom upside my head, I'm trying to memorize every line. High power rap breaks, super rhymes. Deep into the culture, didn't even know it. Young entrepreneurs spitting bars like a poet in a rush to be mature behind bars when we blow it. In the bold that rappers too immature to outgrow it. It was more than just music, something next to breathing. I get giddy like a baby trying to spit while I'm feeding. The mic I'll be squeezing, dropping facts like I'm teaching. Leaking flows for the perfect beat seeking. Mama used to say, take your time, young man. But I'm trying to feel a light so you can see it when I tan. I'm like one I never ran, I'm a fan but never stand. Just take it backward to the east, Xing out the clan.
Holy integrated, having omnipresent, we are.
But no one stopped to think about the people.
Holy integrated, having omnipresent, we are.
But no one stopped to think about the people.
Pueblo Unido, grassroots Steve Biko. Rule number one, never forget the people. I live that, I get back. Half all in it, no gimmicks, straight facts. From the start, I'm the light from the dark. Born from black art, knew my part. Daddy gave me, mama made me. New York raised me, hip hop saved me. For the culture now, for the black and brown. Harriet Underground, sun up to sundown. Till my people get out, north to down south, spread like word of mouth. While you cowards is hooded, we battle the bullet. Black lives to the fullest. Out here to the end, stronger together, that's the day we win.
Holy integrated, having omnipresent, we are.
But no one stopped to think about the people.
Holy integrated, having omnipresent, we are.
Yeah. But no one stopped to think about the people.
The legends before me are ones I want to get it like, but hitting quick hit different when hitting right. Mob ties, this thing of ours is birthrights. Who's next for the culture and them searchlights? Do it to it, this music, I'm trying to talk through it. Every plan on my own, I watch the lie do it. Airborne to Skiki, like a Wendell Pruitt. Trumpets blow, this song's here, melodic ruins. Think forward before they have to think form. Boom bap, I talk that and live enormous. Informers when present and your boy performing, especially when them drums snap by Brian Lawrence. Do it all, that poet talk of the line crosser. Mini hawk and I speak by and flying saucers. Make it worth it, I can't take no people offers. Signed, sealed, and delivered, and you know the offer.
Holy integrated, having omnipresent, we are.
But no one stopped to think about the people.
Holy integrated, having omnipresent, we are. Here are the people.
That is real hip hop for the people by your man Hakim Green featuring Amiri Baraka Jr. Do It All Kelly, Councilman Do It All Kelly in Westwater City, New York, New Jersey, and G. Simone. I want to run something right fast to kind of set up some of our guests, gentlemen. This is going to be really interesting. You're going to love this, and we got some really special announcements coming after.
Feel that we got Black Street or association. We're rocking.
I want people to know that it's good things going on in New Jersey. Sometimes y'all just decide to let show the bad things, but there's good things going on in New Jersey. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. I ain't trying to do this to hear my voice. Making sure that next time is over your opponent and never ask your opponent. God bless y'all all.
Yeah. So some of our guests who are entering the building in a few is one Coach Amiri Baraka Jr. from University High School in the city of Newark, New Jersey. The Lady Phoenix just won another championship. You know, he got another one logged in, and we're waiting for him to come in the building. And also we have Main Event, Wally Dixon, aka Main Event, a co-creator of the N1 mixtape tour. He's created a new venture called a Black Top Street Ball Association, which was featured in that last video. So we have Amiri Baraka, who's the co-founder of 24 Hours Apiece, and of course, the doorway to the great things we've been doing in Newark via 24 Hours Apiece. And Main Event, Wally Dixon, who are both supposed to be coming in the building ASAP. So as soon as they get in, I'll bring them in. But in the meantime, in between time, we got the homie Coach Jamal Williamson, who's doing some wonderful things at Moravian University, right there, sir. Moravian. I'm sorry, I apologize. Come on, man, I'm messing up. But what's going on with you right now out there, bro? Talk about it.
Right now, man, we just got a new head coach, young guy, Jeff Longs, 31 years old, probably one of the youngest college coaches in the country. Just trying to put things together, finishing up our recruiting right now. So hopefully get some additions to add to a really young nucleus that we have here at Moravian. So things are looking up, getting ready for spring ball and see what happens. The young men are there in weight training right now, working hard with our other coach, Long, our strength conditioning coach. So they understand the importance of getting bigger, faster, stronger right now, especially after they witnessed the combine and seeing them grown men moving like they're moving. So it was all uphill from this point.
Nice. Congrats, Coach. No doubt.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's good stuff. But before we get into it, let me bring something back and ask a question to the panel, something that could have been missed and it's still kind of ongoing. But I want y'all thoughts on this. And we talking about the NCAA record, the Maravich record with Antoine Davis. And just for the public that don't know what's going on, basically, he's right now he's 2 points behind Maravich for all-time record. Now, what's going on is that they have a chance to go in a tournament, and because they have a losing record, they will have to actually pay to get in that tournament. And I don't know what's really going on as far as their what they decided to do, but he basically put that to the team, and they're gonna vote on it and see if they're gonna actually pay to get in. But another question I have, or to throw that out there for those who don't know, while he has played 60 more games than Maravich has actually taken 300 more shots. So I want y'all, what do y'all think about overall, one, the validity of the record, and then two, what do you think about,
Well, hold that point, because that's actually a great topic for discussion that I would love to have with our guest who just entered the building. So I don't want to hold him in the queue too long. Let's bring him in, have a discussion with him real quick, and then let's bring that back so he can join in on that discussion.
Okay.
All right, the Pete Maravich record. Let's take note of that, gentlemen. Main Event, what up, brother?
Peace.
Peace, God.
What's going on?
Good. What's good?
Oh, wow.
Man, so,
You kind of low, Hot. You kind of low.
Really? You guys can hear me fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I can hear you good.
You hear me? Okay. So, yeah, man, first of all, I want to thank you for being a part of this very special episode 100. And then putting this episode together. We wanted to collect, all the friends and family that helped make IZM Sports a big success over the last few years. And you've definitely been a huge source for guests, for just wisdom, and some other things that, we got going on that, we'll talk about. Before we hopped on, I had the video up of what you guys were able to do in Newark, New Jersey with the Black Top Street Ball Association. So, real quick, just reintroduce yourself, where you from, and where we going with this Black Top Street Ball Association.
Peace, fellas. How y'all doing? Yo, congratulations, bro. 100. For those that don't know, I'm Wally Dixon, aka Main Event Certified Legend. What we doing is with the Blacktop Festival, with 24 hours apiece. We're going to communities, 20 cities, and giving them 24 hours of entertainment, education, and fun. Is a blessing because we're using our platform not only be out there, but also be out there to help communities, all communities. You know, we got so many different things going on, 24 hours, and our whole goal is to plant that 24-hour seed and make sure it carry over and take away from the negative things that's going on. So we not only are we going there, we want to also stay connected with those communities, and this just not be like a Robin Hood. You know, people come out when we pull up. Now we're gonna be pulling up all the time, and we planting seeds to help rebuild the village.
Right. So you kind of touched it, but you didn't really tell them. I haven't told anybody anything about what we got going on. So you just said it, but you didn't really say it. And I'm waiting for our other guest to hop on, Coach Amiri Baraka Jr., so we could collectively kind of, you know, spell it out for the folks. But you know, guys, you see what they did in Newark, New Jersey last summer. With touching down with the community, using basketball as a way to engage. And you hear the brother's message. He's not just talking basketball, but he's talking about development, community development, human development. So just from the spirit of that, if you guys have some questions for the brother or just comments about what you saw, please hop right in.
From a basketball thing, that looks like a knockout competition, huh? 1-on-1.
Well, what we're doing is we're going to start off with 12 guys. So 5 guys will play the 5-on-5 that we have. We're going to have a dunker, one-on-one player, the game of rough. We want to keep all the elements of street basketball. The game of rough. So those 12 guys, let's say someone's better than them. Whoever get knocked off, they go to the next. The other guys go to the next city. They're gonna get a good penny, a good check. As long as they keep playing, they keep getting paid, and then they'll automatically be put into our draft next year for the 2024 first ever professional street basketball league. We have 12 franchises. 80% of the teams are owned by the X and 1 guys who I rock with. Skip to my little air up there. Half man, half amazing, Ayo, Prime, just to give you an idea. But we're doing something interesting, and it's all a part of the culture. Hip hop, 100 episode here, 50 years of hip hop, and we still breaking barriers, you know?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
That's awesome.
What's up, Coach?
What's good, man? What up, Hot? What's the word?
What's up? What's good? What's good?
Peace.
Everything is good, man. Peace. What's up,
man?
everybody?
Yo, thank you so much for being part of this 100th episode.
Indeed. It's a pleasure and honor, man.
Yeah, man. So, you know, in doing the show, we want to bring friends and family back who helped us, you know, create the success of a show. We got Main Event on. He's been so helpful over the last 2 years, helping us get guests, and he's been on himself. And then yourself, you know, when we say family and friends, it's truly family and friends, right? So when we started this show off, I played Real Hip Hop for the People, the video, Real Hip Hop for the People. Of course, it's by Hakim Green, featuring Do It All Kelly, G Simone, and my brother Amiri Baraka Jr. sitting in front of us right now. And that's 24 hours apiece. So just real quick, Chief, can you just introduce yourself, your relationship to 24 hours apiece, and then I want to connect the dots with my brother Main Event over here.
Absolutely. Amiri Baraka Jr., born and raised Newark, New Jersey. You know, been friends with Hakim for over a decade. Hakim to me with the idea of doing an event, an anti-violence event, using, you know, violence as a public health issue as like the theme behind it. And I said, well, why not do a whole day? Let's just do 24 hours. And he looked at me like I was crazy. He said, really?
I'll probably be in and out, you know, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours max. He's like,
we're going to do a whole day. Do something different. Let's just do it different. Mm-hmm. And we did it, and it worked out, man. From there, you know, that's history. You know, we started doing it every year. So God bless that, you know, that we've been having a successful event. Even last year probably was the best one in my estimation. Hawk, what you think?
Ah man, last year the numbers definitely was crazy. The talent level was crazy. But whenever you bring the teacher, Jadakiss Hot Fire straight off the Versus platform, Beanie and Freeway.
Oh yeah. That was down.
And then we had PNB Rock, rest in peace, at a 24 Hours of Peace event. Tragically, he lost his life a year later.
Right.
A special event when you look at it from that perspective. But last year we did something magnificent. 20,000 people throughout the weekend.
Yep.
And and it was coming off the heels of Black Top Streetball Association event.
Yep.
So can we talk about the important relationship? Wally kind of touched on it, but we didn't really spell it out.
Repeat that, Hawk. I'm sorry.
Yep, we hear you. Yep, there you go.
Go ahead. Repeat that, what you just said, the end part. I didn't hear it.
I said prior to 24 Hours of Peace last year, we had this street ball event happen a couple weeks prior.
Yes.
Right, which created a connection. Main event touched on it, but we didn't really spell it out for the people what we talking about.
Oh my God. So we they came to us with the idea of the street ball in front of City Hall, which was crazy. I mean, I didn't know how it was gonna come out, but when I got there, it looked like a small arena outside of City Hall in the middle of Broad Street. And it was so crazy. I mean, it was crazy. The way they had it organized, the way it was a community event, the whole damn Newark attended. It was dope, man. They actually blocked off half of Broad Street. From Market all the way down to City Hall, and they played basketball. They gave away some stuff to the community. So it was just a beautiful event, man. And we loved it so much, we decided to connect with them.
Man,
so
we definitely thank y'all, man. Y'all hard work and believe in the because everybody we tell that vision to, they like, oh, I don't know, you gonna do what? You don't want to go to a park, so y'all believed in us, man, and we thank y'all, bro. Like, man.
So to bring it all home, gentlemen, what we're doing is a national tour. 24 Hours of Peace, Blacktop Street Ball Association. It's a combination of hip hop culture and basketball. Basketball is really just right out of hip hop culture, and being able to touch down with the people in the real way, in the spirit of peace, love, unity, safety, having fun. It's what we all about. So. That's the big announcement for the 100th episode is the launch of this tour. We've already got a slew of dates already lined up that's going to jump off in May. We're going across the country, zigzagging back and forth. And it's just the beginning of something tremendous when we think of the fact that Blacktop Street Ball Association with ownership of a professional basketball league.
Right.
And
that's big.
24 Hours of Peace, being able to be a part of that, touch the community, just create the stage of positivity. Man, it's awesome, man. It's brilliant. And I salute Blacktop Streetball Association.
Absolutely.
Seeing the vision, get behind it and support it year in and year out. Now we're going to take it to the whole next level. So, yeah.
This is our opportunity to let those that was in, I don't want to say in control, but was a sponsor to the culture. I let them know this is a big thing for us because we letting them know that nobody's bigger than the culture.
Right.
And when you're born from the culture, you know what the coaches need. And it's not robbing our people. It's about using the basketball as a blessing from God to be able to get them their attention, and we dropping jewels on them. Those other people, they're not from our culture. They just know how to make money off of our culture. So what we're doing, we're the ones that's parenting street basketball. I didn't invent street basketball, but nobody never said, you know what, let's parent street basketball because it starts on the blacktop. So why can't we generate revenue to where it starts and also put some of that money back into the communities? That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I love it. KG for hopping on, our brother. Again, family and friends, ladies and gentlemen. KG from Mighty Nation, Illtown Sluggers in the building. What up, K? He's multitasking right now.
He's multitasking and he's on mute.
What up, K?
I think he's still playing in that 50 and over league, right, K?
What'd you say?
I said you still playing that 50 and over league. You should still let them know that jumper's wet. I got you. I know. I already know.
I'm still out here, Wally. You want
I
some
already
work?
know.
Trying to get some of this work, man.
I got people that do it for me now, big bro. I got somebody that could pull up on y'all. You know what I mean?
Nah, I just wanted to pop in, man. We about to play, man. So I wanted to pop in and congratulate you, Hawk, and the guys, man. Just say, congratulations, man, and just, see what's up with you guys and show love. That's it. Nut, I see you over there, man.
What's up, bro?
What up?
Well, congratulations to you too, sir, because you helped make this thing go, bro. So big
Absolutely.
up to you. Of course, Finn, Naughty by Nature family, Illtown Sluggers family. I see you guys got some great things about to pop off as well, Mont.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, we got a lot of things going on, man. We doing our thing, man. What's up, Mitty? What's going on?
What's up, Pete? What's up, Kay?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of things going on, man, and we celebrating the 30th anniversary of Hip Hop Array, and Naughty by Nature's second album, 1983, man. So time flies, man. But these guys are waiting for me now. I'm waiting to try to get out, try to say more to you guys. But now, as soon as I start talking, they out here ready to play. But
bust them up for us, man. Represent down the hill.
Peace, bro.
I'm trying to stay fit. I'm trying to stay alive, man. I'll run up and down for y'all, though. All right. Hey, Coach. I'll see y'all later.
All right.
Hey, Hot, real quick, Hot, before I go, real quick. Listen, being that we live on the air, we was out in Philly yesterday. I don't know how it came up. I don't know what happened. The Barack family, right, is talented. At first I was shocked, but then I said, wait a minute. Pops was a poet. Yo, bro, I didn't know you had bars, Mitty.
Bizarre.
What we doing, yo? What are we doing?
I was doing that for a minute, man.
I was like, wait a minute, who that? Oh, yeah, that's that Brick City stuff, bro.
Yeah, that's Brick City stuff. That's all it is, bro. That's all
Love
it
it.
is.
I love it. I love it.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes.
Yo, man, well, we salute you for coming through, man. Appreciate you so
sir.
much. We can't wait to get on the road and put this work in and touch down with the people and really, really, help encourage lives, bro. Basketball and hip hop is what it's about.
Yes.
Hey, to those that's listening in, if you're a shooter behind the arc, make sure your neck side is over your opponent and never at your opponent.
Hey, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Bless.
Please.
I
Love you, fellas. Peace.
Love you, bro.
Peace.
I love
Charnel Scott, what up, brother?
What's up, my man?
Yeah, St. John's legend, NBA legend, Charnel Scott. What up, brother?
What's up, man? All good, man.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean?
I was listening to y'all talk about the 24 hours of peace event, man. It was crazy, man. It was just an experience. I could just say that, man. It was just beautiful to watch. All the positivity, man. I was so glad to be a part of that, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, Howard. Salute to everybody that was part of that.
We did a town hall meeting called Mama Made It. We had a bunch of professional athletes come and talk about their experiences, the trials and tribulations, and how they made it. And Charnel was on this panel, and it was definitely thank you. Just added so much value to what we were doing, and we appreciate it, broski.
No doubt.
Yeah. I don't know if you got a chance to meet Amiri Baraka at 24 Hours Apiece, co-founder, and really the guy who opens the door and makes it happen for us in a big way.
I think I might have saw him, but everybody was so busy, man. But it was just watching everything, man. It was just beautiful, man.
I know the brother. I used to watch you, man, at St. John's, going against my Orange man.
No doubt.
Just like you and
peace, family. Peace.
Half man, half amazing. What up, brother?
Word.
What up, Half?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
No doubt.
Yeah, bro. So, Wally was just on, main event was just on, talking about Blacktop Streetball Association. We let the world know what we got coming in store for this upcoming year,
Yes.
I want to salute you for joining us on our 100th episode. It's a big look for us to have you on.
Appreciate y'all. Congratulations to you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. So just, tell us who you are and, the importance of street ball and why you do what you do, bro.
All right. Well, first of all, blessings to everybody. Once again, congratulations on your 100th episode. That's no small feat. So, blessings to you on that. My name is Anthony Hayward Jr. I go by Biz, better known by OG, half man, half amazing. Representing Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, born and raised. Played around the world. I played professional overseas for about 5-6 years. I played semi-pro in the States for a little while, the ABA, the USBL. Played up in Rucker, Dykeman, Kingdom, a lot of the major tournaments. Played across the country in some other tournaments. I was also one of the original members of N1. We also did a Ball for Real tour after that. And currently we're working on a new venture where we are the owners, and it's called the Blacktop Street Ball Association. And we will be situated in about 12 cities so far. It'll be increasing as the years go on. And Aircraft and myself, we will be the co-owners of the Brooklyn franchise. And I hold the street ball culture in high esteem because that's where you get your bones. That's where you earn your bones at. You know, that's where you get to see how tough you are, what you need to work on. That's where you get to see where the soft guys are, who the real guys are. That's basically where I got my bumps and bruises at. You know, my old heads off of Nostrand Avenue down here in Brooklyn snatched me up walking down the street because they saw how tall I was and just told me to come on in the park and start playing ball. That's how I fell in love with it, because I wanted to be a baseball player, you know, growing up. Baseball was my love, but you know, I found a new love in basketball, left my old girl for the new one. And, you know, 30 plus years later, I'm still here doing it, man. You know, considered one of the top 25 street ball players of all time.
Yes, sir. Yo, man, it's like, you know, when we think of hip hop culture and street ball, it's like hand in hand, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So to see you guys really just, you know, take kind of the bull by the horns, take the game off the street and, you know, organize it professionally is something I think is tremendous and needs to be saluted. And I, you know, applaud you guys for doing what you're doing.
I appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate that. For us, it's all about opportunity, because all the different ways and the access that these guys have now to become professional, we didn't have that growing up. We didn't have that coming up. It was either NBA, USBL, or overseas, and that was it. You didn't really have, or CBA and the CBA. You didn't really have anything else. But now you got the NBA, you have the G League. You can go overseas for a little while and play and then come back. There's so many different ways to get to the. You go on social media and become a star, and somebody might give you a look. But for us, we wanted to bring to the masses the fact that, you know, even though you may not go to a big D1 school and get a lot of exposure, it's a lot of nice cats out here in these parks. And some of them deserve a chance just like anybody else. And that's what we out here to do. We out here to expose that these big schools and everything else, they're not the only ones that can produce talent. It's talent everywhere. You just have to look for it.
Salute to you, bro. And again, it's such an honor to have you on our 100th episode. It's a good look for us,
Appreciate
man.
the milestone, man. It's a good look for me too. I appreciate you having me, man. I appreciate you having me.
This is the Friends and Family Show. Yo, guys, you want to ask Half Man, Half Amazing some questions?
Well, first thing, what's up with the 12 cities? Is that public knowledge yet? What cities we gonna start off in?
So far, we have Vegas. We're in North Carolina. Like I said, we're here in Brooklyn. We have Jersey. I believe we're going to be in Florida, California, Texas. We're going to be in Georgia,
Detroit,
Chicago, and I'm leaving a couple off. But you know, we're gonna be moving, and hopefully, you know, by next year or the next 2 years, we'll continue to expand.
So city to city across this country, we're doing 24 hours of peace and
24 hours apiece, baby. Yes.
Basketball. That's what we're doing. And
Yo, half. I used to play a little ball back in the day, just a little bit, man. I didn't know nothing about this, man. I'm from New York. I'm from Harlem. I played in some of the same leagues you played in. Well, I don't know about this, man.
Well, I'm glad I can enlighten you, baby. Glad I can enlighten you.
Yo, that's dope, man. I'm glad to see that, man. That's dope, man.
Yeah, and with the 24 hours apiece, yeah, I'm going to be maybe 2 or 3 hours out of that. I'm gonna be doing a basketball camp along with some of the other guys. So it's gonna be real interesting.
I got a question for you, man. How you
What's
come up
up?
with that half man, half amazing? What you do so half?
Well,
man, half
I
amazing?
didn't come up with it. I'm not that creative. I was playing up in Rucker, and like I said, my original nickname, my childhood nickname was Biz. Given to me by my grandmother. So when I went up there, that's whoever knew me. That's how they knew me up there. And not too many people knew me up there at the time. So I guess maybe the second or third game I was up there. We were on a fast break, and I got a drop off pass from my guard, and this guy's about 6'7", 6'8", tried to take a charge, and he got the worst of it. And after that, all I heard on the mic after that, it wasn't Biz no more. It was half man, half amazing. And for a couple of times down the court, I didn't know who they was talking about. Because I'm like, who's half man? Every time I shot, it was like half man. I'm like, who that? Then I finally called it that. They gave me that name, and I was like, word, that's a crazy name. So, fortunately, I got that name, and hopefully, I've been able to live up to it and do that name right.
Well, you set the bar, right? So now that you told that story, let's talk about how when this other person started claiming half man, half amazing, Jokers had to put in check. The streets was like, nah, son, wait a minute.
Nah.
This other dude. I'm trying to think. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
No,
I can explain that for you. That was somebody named Kenny Smith. Going a little bit ahead of himself, not doing the real research. That when he
actually, what's funny?
I knew already.
You know what's funny? Like you said, it was 2000 slam dunk contest. It wasn't that he didn't do the research. He knew the name because he came up to Rucker and he heard my name being called on the mic. He knew the name, and he didn't necessarily know me, but he knew the name belonged to somebody.
And
he just decided, hey, it's on the street ball level. It's not that name deserves to be in the NBA. I guess that's what he thought. Yeah. So
he didn't think nobody was gonna catch up on the street ball.
Right.
Listen,
so
I love
and it's
Vince
funny,
Carter, but I know, me personally, I know that name is not, I know who that belongs to. I always knew who that really belonged to.
And Vince is a clown for accepting the name too. He took it and rolled with it. So he's a clown too for doing that. Cause I like Vince too. But when he did that, I was like, nah, all bets is off. Cause you're not gonna act like you don't know who I am when we were both playing for And1 at the same time. We were both under the And1 sneaker company at the same time. So you can't say you didn't know who I was. You understand? If you ever came to the office in Paoli, Pennsylvania at the time, we all had murals on the wall. So you saw my face. So you can't run around and be like, oh, I didn't know another dude had the name. That's lame. If you ever hear him say that, that's lame. He knew that.
The people who know, they ain't even, that's not.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And besides that, when I got the name, I think Vince was like in the 9th or 10th grade. Because I'm 10 years older than Vince.
Yeah.
So he was still in grade school when I got the name.
That name was already on fire in the street.
They got real carried away with the moment. The 2000
He did.
They got carried away.
He did. And the funny thing is, last year, I think it was last year on Inside the NBA, because I've said this before. I always hear Kenny Smith use the name Half Man, Half Amazing. For some reason, I always see it when he does it. So they were talking about it on Inside the NBA one night, and he actually said it. He said that I didn't think the name Half Man, Half Amazing was being done right in the streets, so I decided to take it to the NBA. So now I'm like, so basically what you're saying is I didn't do that name justice. So now that's a slap in my face now. So now we got a problem, bro. You understand? So now when I see you, I've always going to ask you about it, but now when I see you, I'm really going to ask you about what you talk about, B. I've been rocking with this name for 30 years. What's wrong with you?
Well,
don't do that.
Hopefully we can see it on the court.
Whenever, however.
This is retired.
That'd be nice.
I wear his
clause in his contract. Hopefully,
yeah.
On the
I
court.
wear his knock-kneed ass out. The badass knees.
So, Brother Cliffy posed an interesting topic pertaining to Pete Maravich. Cliff, maybe you could repose the question for the panel, and we could talk about it with the folks that we have on this on right now.
Well, for those not really familiar or passed them by, about a week and a half ago, Antoine Davis from Detroit Mercy. Yeah, he basically came 2 points short of Maravich's record. And it's a couple of things that I wanted y'all opinion on regarding the record, because even though he played 60 more games, Maravich actually shot 300 more shots, because Maravich was a gunner back in the day.
That's all he did.
So one, I want to know how y'all feel about, the validity of the record, because that's being questioned. But 2, right now, they're in a position where they're able to basically schedule a paid tournament that they can enter, because Detroit Mercy record is under 500. So they're not going to get any invitations, but they can pay for a tournament to go. And if they do that, obviously he'll get the record. So I just wanted to know y'all thoughts on the record, the overall feelings.
So now, why don't you hop in first? Yeah, you're on mute. You're on mute, bro. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So you basically saying, should there be another game available for this young brother so he can play in, so he can pass that record? Because it's monumental as it is right now. And what is their record, by the way?
14-17.
Oh. So it ain't gonna happen as far as with NIT or NCAA, of course. So I don't know. I'm just torn. I think it's a great feat where he's at right now. 2-point shot. That's tough.
I think if he's able to do it, a record is a record. They're always going to pick it apart simply because now you have the 3-point shot. So they're always going to use that as a sticking point. Yeah, he was shooting threes and all his were 2s. So they're always going to use that. But if he's able to get in the tournament and break the record is broken.
But he's not going to be able to get in the tournament, right? That basically their season is over. But they're trying to do something. They can have another game.
They're trying to figure out.
They can buy it. They can buy their way. I forget the name of the tournament, but I think
it's a third tournament, right?
CBI tournament.
Yeah.
CBI. Yeah.
CBI.
Okay.
If that's available,
if it's legitimate, why not?
Coach, what you think, Mitty? Coach Mitty, what you think? You over there shaking your head.
Man, I don't know, man. It's a little different for me, man. Maravich's record is what it is. Like he said, 2 points is a great accomplishment away from it. But to pay a way into another league to break a record, I don't know about that.
I don't either. I agree.
That kind of sugarcoats it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate. It's still 14-17, right? If they made it to their conference tournament, it'd be a different story. But to pay to get into a tournament so a man could break a record, nah.
But see, to me, there's always going to be an asterisk against if he was to do it. There would always have been an asterisk against it anyway. Right. Because like you said, 400 more shots. You played more games. The 3-point contest, the 3-point line.
But the error thing is one thing, right? The error thing is one thing, and the rules, the way the game has changed. But to actually pay your way to get a record,
right? That's the
point. Pay your way to get a record.
I see your point.
I see your
point.
He played.
I thought it was just to Yeah, I thought it was. I thought they was paying to get into a tournament so they could make the NCAA. Now I see your point. Just to pay just to break the record. No, I don't think that's.
And more importantly,
I don't think that's what's up.
Does this kid have a shot to go pro? I mean, that's the thing. As he scored a lot of points. It's from what I've seen over the past in terms of the NCAA, most of the guys that are like leading scorers in the nation, they usually end up going overseas.
Yeah.
Well, he's I want to say he has the most threes in history in the NCAA. So he definitely has a 3-point shot, and he's a coach's son. So his fundamentals is tight or whatever. He needs some work on his body, but he can probably definitely go to another level. I don't know if it's the NBA, but
he could definitely be a pro. He could definitely be a pro.
Used to coach at Indiana.
Mike Davis' son. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I mean he can score and he has a shot because I think he has good size. He's about 6'5".
Yeah, he's definitely a professional player.
Yeah, but he also got the extra year for because of the pandemic.
Because of COVID.
Yep. So that gave him about 30 more games right there, and then he also got to play as a freshman. Pistol Pete only playing 3 years, not playing as a freshman. That's just amazing.
Really?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. None of those guys played 4 years back then.
Yeah, that record was kind of tight.
He said Pistol Pete took 300 more shots, but he's only shooting 2-pointers.
He was only shooting 2-pointers.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You gotta keep that record. You can't.
He averaged 44 shots a game that year. I mean, talking about gunning. I mean,
he averaged what was it, 44.7, I believe. He almost averaged 45.
What was his shooting percentage? It was like still
45 shots a game.
No, 45 points.
44 shots a game.
44 points.
Yeah, 44
points. No, it was both. It was both.
Yeah,
it was
44 points and 44 shots.
4 shots a game. Yeah, he was a gun.
That's crazy.
He was their team.
Yo.
First, second, third, fourth option.
Man,
with the P.
Wow. I think they got to leave that one alone.
Yeah, I think the young fella should, just.
It sounds like people won't look at it. It sounds like if they did do that, like people won't look at it.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not. They're going to put an asterisk on it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad that you raised that question, Cliff, because it's a nice segue into something I wanted to talk about. I tried to highlight this on last week's show, but Coach E told me I was wilding, told I was being petty, told I was, I taking things out of context. Your man Giannis was on. Was that Jimmy? What was this? I mean, it's the Daily
Jimmy
Show.
Kimmel.
Daily Show.
Oh, it was Daily Show. And he was taking shots at players, and he said told KD, you need to work out with me so I can teach you how to carry a team by yourself instead of hopping from team to team.
You still doing it, Hot.
He wasn't taking shots at nobody, yo.
It was scripted,
that was written for him, yo.
Yeah, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Last night,
but KD gonna take it personal.
He took the Fugazi rebound from last night. Was that scripted?
Oh. Yeah, when he tried to get the triple double.
Away. Yeah, they took that away anyway. They didn't count it. They didn't count it.
They could have kept it. It could have been the Ricky Davis triple double. That's the Ricky Davis triple double.
Yeah, they took it away. They took it away.
Yo,
word.
Giannis shouldn't be doing no stuff like that, man. Ricky Davis, I can see, but Giannis, like, come on.
Yeah, Giannis don't need to do that.
Right. I'm saying they're trying to make Giannis the face of the league. They say he's squeaky clean. He does. He's the right character. He does everything right. Yeah. What about that right there?
That's true, but he don't need to do that. He's like, what I'm saying? He's incredible.
Everybody wants to pad their stats. I don't care who you are. Everybody's trying to pad their stats. That extra rebound probably would have got him like $500,000 bonus at the end of the year or something like that if they didn't take it away.
Right. All right, but if that's the case, then come on, man. $500,000 on top. That's.
Yeah, it's incentives like that in your contract. You get a certain amount of rebounds. You make the All-Star game. Yeah, all that. They put all that in your contract.
Listen, all these I haven't been on 100 episodes, but I've been on at least 95 or 96 or something. and all these little darts that come out of the other host's mouth is all trying to segue into somebody else. You already know. I've been around for 100 episodes. I already know what he's doing already. So y'all haven't guessed already. He's trying to pump somebody else up. That's all it really is.
Wait till the next week when you show how I got him last week. Oh, I got oh my God, I got them out their own mouth saying what I want them to say out their own mouth. And I'm gonna it's gonna be incredible.
See, that's what happens when I disappear. See, that's what happens. See?
Can't take black folk nowhere, man.
Nah, man. Speaking of can't take black folk nowhere, I ain't gonna go there with this. But there's a lot happening in the NBA right now, gentlemen.
Yes.
A lot going on the court and off the court.
Oh yeah, I know where you're going. Going.
We're not gonna go there, right? But while I got you guys here, let's talk about the trades that happened right before All-Star. That kind of shook up the league, and where y'all think things are gonna pan out. How do you think things are gonna pan out? Let's start with Mitty. Actually, let's start with Coach Williamson, because you sitting there quiet. Just observing.
Well, y'all talking basketball.
You don't watch basketball. My bad.
Yeah, I don't watch basketball like that. But listen, man, be honest with you, Coach E asked me who do I think going to the championship. Look, Denver still look good to me, regardless of what people doing. They playing very well. And the East is up in the air right now. I said Milwaukee and Denver, but the East is in the air. But shoot, Denver, that chemistry, if Jamal Murray stay healthy, brother, I don't care what nobody.
Yeah, man.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm sticking with Denver right now.
Coach Baraka?
Yeah, I'm going with Denver, but I'm also going with Phoenix, man. KD. I got to go with Phoenix, man. He on a mission. He got something to prove to everybody. I just think KD is on a whole nother level. I think he's the best basketball player in the league, to be honest with you. I don't believe.
Hey, Mitty, say that again. I didn't hear you. Can you say that?
I think he's the best basketball player in the league.
He ain't better than LeBron. Stop it.
Oh, let's.
Right now, KD just not durable.
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
That's it.
I got jokes. But you got Luka, you got Giannis, you got. It's KD.
I'm not. Luka. Dallas is in trouble because they don't have enough size, and their defensive interior. Defensive interior. You got slow Luka, and Kyrie just chooses not to play defense.
Yeah.
It's not like he's slow. He just don't play deep.
Yeah. No interest in it at all.
Yeah. And you get past them, they don't have a shot blocker. Christian Wood, if he got a little more aggressive, he could do a little something, but he's not big enough. He's tall enough, but he's not big enough.
Yep.
So gentlemen, we got, history right here going on, because we got the starting backcourt for the East Orange Panthers 1987 squad. You know what I mean? Feels so good to see this backcourt. These two brothers right here. I see do work. Hey, what's up, E? What's going on, bro?
Family, what's happening?
Yeah.
What's up, Pearl?
What's happening?
All right.
For a minute, man, I was driving, man, but I couldn't get on until now.
Yeah, it's gonna be like this for a little while throughout the show. We got some, some family and friends popping in and out.
Good.
All show.
Yo, I'm looking at this lineup, man. We could, a nice little old man rec team right here, baby. That's what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? You got a nice little old man rec team out here right now. We get somebody some problems.
We got stars with me, Cliff.
I'm coming off the bench with some energy, yo.
Hey, listen, man.
Absolutely.
Word.
For sure.
Yeah, man. So, Pro, we talk about the league right now and where we see things settling in now that these changes have been made. KD went to Phoenix. Lakers had an influx of folks. I think that's gonna pan out well for the brothers. They're already going to the chip. I don't know, but the Lake Show. Wes was talking earlier how he was impressed by the Lake Show. The Warriors are still a threat, even though they, looking in and out. Can't sleep on Steph. The Knicks are looking really good right now.
Knicks are looking
Now
real
you talking
good.
my language. You talking my language right now, man. You
Yeah.
talking my
All
language.
right, talk about it. Talk about it.
I mean, look, I'm one of those Knicks fans, but I'm not the Knicks fan that say, "Yo, we're gonna win a chip" and all that. My whole thing was relevancy. So the trade deadline, we get Josh Hart. That's a perfect.
That was a good
piece.
trade. That was a good trade.
It didn't panic. It didn't do nothing crazy. I would have loved to have gotten Donovan Mitchell before, because I'd have gave up RJ out for Donovan Mitchell. I'd have gave up a couple of guys, but they stood pat, and now they play hard. They relevant. I think they're gonna listen. Realistically, second round for the Knicks. They're gonna give whoever that second round right now they got the Cavs right now. I think they could get the Cavs, and they go give that next person, that next team, they gonna give them a hard time. But the Knicks,
And if it's Boston, they might be in trouble. Boston might be in trouble.
Boston might be in trouble.
Yeah, they got Boston's number. They got Boston's number.
I really think the Knicks could get the Cavs, yo.
I think the Knicks could get the Cavs. There's no doubt.
I think the Knicks can get the Cavs because they I think they'll bully the Cavs a little bit.
Yeah, they tougher.
They'll bully them a little
They're
bit.
gonna come play just like they playing right now. Maybe a little bit more harder. They just playing hard. That's the best thing we got going for us.
I think the Knicks.
See me, I'm a Brooklyn guy. I'm a Brooklyn guy.
Sorry about that.
Now we good. We right behind y'all, so we good. We got the 6th spot right now. We holding it steady.
You know what? I give it to you. You know, I was saying this with Brooklyn. I my man is I coach, and one of my coaches, he's a diehard Brooklyn fan. So he's doing the whole KD, the last when they went 12-0, he's popping all that junk. So when all the trades happen, I said, "Oh, now you're in trouble." But you know what? I don't see that. I think they're gonna fight. They're not gonna.
You know what it is? You know what it is? If you really look at it, we're pretty much in the same position we were before we got KD and Kyrie. We got a lot of talent. We just don't have no stars.
Right.
We got a lot of good players. So we had Spencer Dinwiddie before they let him go. We brought him back.
Yep.
Mikal Bridges is working right now.
Right.
He's working right. Cam Johnson slowly coming in. We still got Steph Curry.
You know when the playoffs start, though, you're gonna always need a supernova. There hasn't been new champions. I think it's at the Pistons with Chauncey and them, where it wasn't that supernova who just that star bright, shines so bright that it just takes over. I mean, you could go back to the last 20, 30 years. I think Detroit is probably the only one without that superstar, but they had a bunch of really excellent basketball players. But
yeah.
Supernova. That's the thing with the Knicks. That's why I say, we get to the second round, that'd be great. But you got Embiid. Who you gonna be facing? Embiid, Brown and Tatum.
He's a problem. Embiid, something wrong with Embiid, man.
Yeah, they just. I've never
seen.
seen
Embiid is on a chair right now.
Listen. Think about it. Who have we seen in the history? And I know we have some greats, a center like Embiid. Think about it. We could tell you, Hakim was
not too many.
We got Shaq. We got
Hakim was pretty much, to me, no one in the league had the footwork that Olajuwon had till I seen this dude in terms of big men.
Yeah, this is crazy. And then he's out at the 3 shooting comfortably.
Yo, they showed
He's a nightmare for a big man. For a center, he's a nightmare.
He got the feather touch, and he got the beast mode.
I gotta go out to the 3-point line.
They were showing comparisons of Jordan, Kobe, and Embiid. They footwork, fade away. I was like, I wouldn't look at it like that. They showing 1-2, step back, fade away, boom.
Hey, who did they show?
Huh?
Who did they show? I didn't hear you.
It was Kobe. It was Price. That's how
Oh man, I like that one, Coach.
But before we get off on that, we got to show a little bit more love to the Knicks, because one thing we're forgetting about is we're impressed by how good they are, how consistent they are, and all that. And we didn't give up RJ, because that's why we don't have Donovan. But he's that piece that if he does work in the playoffs, we can get that second round, I think. Because Randall and Brunson gonna give you work. If RJ can be more consistent, we got Quigley coming off the bench and Mitchell, protecting the rim. We can get that second round, yo.
I tell you, this is what you need from RJ Barrett in the playoffs. You need 20 2, 7, and 7. If you can get that from RJ every night, along with Julius
and he should be able to give
and
you
other
that.
cats, if you can get that,
can't be 7-5 1 game or 2 games or like disappear. You know how the playoffs be exposing people. It happens all the time. Great seasons,
and every once in a while, you had that 28, 30-point game.
Yep.
That would be great. If that can happen, what my man was saying, if that can happen, I think that's my reluctancy is saying like we can go to the conference finals. RJ, I love him. I love RJ. I just don't know if he's gonna.
Because everybody thought the Knicks was gonna be a calamity because y'all got 3 lefties. Y'all had 3 lefties on the team, so everybody's like, "Whoa, how's that gonna work?"
It's a calamity, all right.
But it's working out nicely.
What's the Atlanta Hawks giving you?
Inconsistency. I'm down here, so I can yell about it. Inconsistency, man.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that. Say that again.
Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks.
He said inconsistency.
Oh, inconsistency. Yeah.
I mean, one
I
night
don't know what's going on with them.
Juggernaut, and then the next night, they got kryptonite and they short. So
yeah, but
they got to play some defense though. That's the problem. The defense is not there. They can't stop nobody. They can score, but they can't stop anybody.
Yeah, but
and they don't.
Defense is a want. You can't just. You got to want to play defense though.
And it starts with Trae Young. Like he wants the ball and wants to score. He's the leader, but he don't touch the defensive end.
Yep.
No.
Don't want to either.
So he want to play D, and then they can all chip in because they might trade him. The talk around here is they thinking about trading him, and DeJounte Murray was the backup plan. If they pay DeJounte Murray next year, they're gonna trade Trae and get some pieces. Because DeJounte Murray the point guard in San Antonio.
Yeah, he's a point guard.
He's a point guard. Yeah,
and he plays defense.
Yeah, he plays D. He plays D.
He plays defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't scared at all.
Why did they get rid of the coach then? I thought the whole reason to get rid of McMillan was because Trae basically made that happen because they was just butting heads.
He lost the whole locker room, though. He lost the whole locker room, really.
Yep.
They just weren't playing. They wouldn't respond. They was showing up sometime and sometime not stale. Because he's old school Nate.
Oh yeah.
McMillan's old school.
Yeah.
So
he's a defense guy. Nate is a defense guy.
Yeah. They needed somebody in between, but the realization is they got as far as they've gotten with that toughness in the defense. So I don't get it.
Yep.
Yeah, they played D when they made that playoff run. They played a little. They got some stops.
Yeah.
I just don't think you can win with Trae. No. Just
you can win, but you're gonna have to have him buy into playing some defense.
And he can't be a focal point.
Players like Trae and Luka. When you see Trae and Luka, they have the ball all the time, and everybody here played. I don't care what level of basketball you play. When the dude that's got the ball all the time don't want to play defense, you don't want to play it no more either.
Even worse.
That's it. You got to do all the dirty work.
I'm basically just playing the ball to get the ball to you because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's it. So, I mean, I watched the Mavericks play the other day, and it's every 3 times up the court, it's Kyrie's turn. After Luka decides it's Kyrie's turn.
Right. It's times when the Hawks are playing and Trae Young, the guys will play tough D and they'll get a stop, and Trae pulls one of them freaking logo sets, and the team is looking at him like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?
It's demoralizing.
Yeah.
He's trying to be ice Trae.
Can we talk about Mavs because you made the comparison? Got Kyrie out there with Luka. They've been losing games, but close games, and they were able to win. I think 1 or 2 since Kyrie's been there.
I think they 3 and 5.
Yeah, I think they 2 and 5. They're 2 and 5. They're 2 and 5 with Kyrie and Luka both play.
Right. And there's been some questions about who takes the last shot, who runs the offense in the fourth quarter. Defense is always a question with more so with Luka than Kyrie, but both of them generally speaking. What was the deal with that in Dallas? Like, why even bring Kyrie there when there's so much else they need to fill out that team?
Sell tickets, and it's exciting.
Tickets.
And the league,
that's all it's about.
Is all about offense right now. They're losing close games, and people talk about the shot, who's going to take the shot, but you win close games with getting stops.
Right, defense.
And they can't get any stops.
And timely stops. It don't have to be stops all the time. It could be timely stops.
Timely stops. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just can't outscore everybody. And look, they
Right.
trying their best.
Indeed, yeah. Word.
So I mean, what's the end result? When I say end result, I mean after this year is over. Do you move Kyrie?
Kyrie not staying there.
Kyrie's not staying there. He messing around and end up in LA. He gonna end up in LA.
He's going to Lakers.
They'll
Or
do a sign and
Phoenix.
trade. They won't
Don't
let him
sleep
do
on
it. They'll do a
I don't
sign
know
and
about that. I don't know about that. I think it's a little salt in the water between him and KD. So I don't know about that.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Wow.
I don't think they're as close as they were.
No.
Indeed.
Because he said he was blindsided by the request for the trade. He was blindsided.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was blindsided.
I didn't know that, man. But that's hard.
Listen, don't get it twisted. KD was pissed off throughout that whole ordeal with everything was going on. He just wasn't saying nothing.
Yes.
He's not the type that's going to say anything, but he was mad about the whole situation.
Yep.
So he's not really going to tell you how he feel. So he's just going to say what he said. I was blindsided by the request to be traded. That's his explanation right there. That's letting you know that he was mad. That's his way of telling you he was mad.
Wow. And to that
Well,
point,
I say karma, because he did that a few years back. That's all I'm saying. He didn't ask for a trade. He broke camp and was like, he did it. It was his fault.
Kyrie asked out of everywhere he's been.
Right.
He's never been traded everywhere. When he left, he's always asked to leave.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. They show him the door. They show Kyrie the door.
Yeah.
And his back door,
I think he's left 4 different times. All the 4 times he's asked for a trade.
Yeah. See, it's like I've had differing feelings against not against Kyrie, but with Kyrie. Just different because he takes stances and he holds his ground and he stands on some type of principle. But there's certain things. It's like if you got KD in Brooklyn and this team is invested in you, honor that commitment, honor that agreement, like honor that.
And even if you want out, at least shoot your man a text like, "Yo, these negotiations ain't going right. I'm about to ask for a trade."
And I'll tell you something that made KD even more salty. KD was supposed to go to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
KD was supposed to go to the Knicks. Yep. Me and a couple of other guys, Headache flew in, and a few other guys. We did the campaign for the Knicks to try to get KD to come to the Knicks. We did it in Kingdom. We did a video campaign to try to get there. At the end of that video shoot that day, the news feed popped up on the phone. KD's going to Brooklyn with Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. As soon as we finished shooting everything. So KD is even more mad because he had the opportunity to go to the Knicks and have his own team. But then Kyrie was like, nah, we can go run Brooklyn. And then you bounce on me.
You put all them hoops. You drug him through all that bullshit.
Look at the Knicks now. Look at the Knicks now.
Look at the Knicks now.
Kyrie.
Yeah, because the Knicks ain't want Kyrie. The Knicks ain't want him.
I know, because just the off course stuff, but just think about it. Kyrie's one of the coldest motherfuckers we ever.
You're never going to question his talent. Never question his ability.
To be that type of player, and just to be like, I just don't get it. But I love him as a basketball player. But he's just
no question.
Damn.
I got my own issues with him because of what he said in the documentary about us not being able to make it to the league. So I got my own issues with Kyrie.
What he say?
What they say?
We did the ESPN 30 for 30 when they were talking about the N1, how the N1 got started, and the guy set free. He brought on Kyrie Irving, Iman Shumpert, and what's your man from Cali? They used to play for the Warriors, the little chunky guard. Man, Baron Davis, and he had Baron Davis on there. And they asked all 3 of them, do they think guys from street ball can make the NBA? They was like, nah, them guys can't make it. What they do to their bodies, they not cut for the NBA.
Yeah,
This
I
is
didn't
what
like
they
that.
were
I
saying.
didn't like that statement either. Yeah.
But
Because
this is my rebut to them. You say we're not cut to make it in the NBA, but Kyrie Irving, when you got drafted, your leg was broke when you got drafted.
Right.
Okay. Baron Davis, I believe you blew both your knees out in college before you got drafted.
Yeah.
And Iman Shumpert, you are a walking pulled hamstring. You stay hurt. You know, so those three guys were the worst representation for the NBA to put out talk about we as street ball players can't make the league when these three guys can't even play a full season.
Did they participate in the summer league?
The healthiest I seen Iman Shumpert was on Dancing with the Stars. Because he made every show in them heels. That's the healthiest I seen Iman.
I know Baron played in the N1 tour, right? Baron Davis played in the N1 one of those squads.
I think he came out, but he didn't. Not when I played. He didn't play.
Okay, he came out. Okay, I was wondering if they all participated because they might have caught feelings because they might have caught a bad one from somebody.
We came out to Venice. One of our first games, we went out to Venice. Sean Marion, a couple other cats. Hugh, damn, I can't remember his name. He played for Cleveland back in the day. A couple of ball players was out there when we played at Venice, and they said it on tape. Nah, we don't want to play against these dudes because we don't want to make us look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
NBA dude said that.
Joke is on YouTube looking crazy.
You know, and Kyrie talking about his father told him not to watch the N1 mixtapes, but he was secretly watching the mixtapes. Why you copying moves of dudes you don't think could make the league?
Yep.
Right.
Wow. That's crazy.
So
that's all I'm saying.
My whole thing, you a ball player. You just gotta respect all ball players, man.
Where you came from? Where did you come from?
Talk about
I don't care who you are. Everybody came from the Parks. Whether you made it or not, everybody came from the Parks.
That's right.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
Not no more though. The parks are empty.
Well, not no more. Yeah. Everybody's a virtual All-American now.
I want to switch topics right fast, for gentlemen, because we gotta send special salutations to Coach Amiri Baraka Jr. and the
yes
University High School Lady Phoenix for another championship. How many is that in a row, brother?
4.
Wow.
Okay.
Are you trying to do it like
We got a
Shabazz used to
dynasty.
do it? Huh?
That's a whole
We got
lot.
a dynasty.
That's how Shabazz used to do it back in the day. Every year, Shabazz was winning.
We got 4 more to catch him.
Move.
Yo, Midday.
Yes, sir.
I'm voting Bernard Chase, assistant coach of the year, baby.
So, again, we say friends and family. Bernard Chase is to Coach Baraka, and he grew up with myself and Nut and Cliff and everybody else damn near. He played on the same football team as myself and Jamal Williamson, Coach Jamal Williamson.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Bernard was a guard.
Yeah,
he played guard, no doubt. So it's great to see what you guys are doing in Newark with the Lady Phoenix. And you said you got 6 all together, but 4 in a row.
Now we got 7 all together.
7.
Yeah, 7. Don't get it twisted. 7.
7.
Congrats, Coach.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
That's Bill Russell stuff you on your way to.
Trying, bro. We just trying to get the girls right, man. That's it. They already got it in them, man. We just gotta inspire them. That's it.
Right.
Well, y'all
Excellent.
not trying. Y'all getting it done. Y'all ain't
Y'all
trying.
getting it done. Getting it done.
Can you talk about the journey of this
Champion
year's
Factory.
Just quickly the different teams you faced and how you had to make it through to the
Yeah, the biggest thing, man, and I know all y'all basketball players know this, the private school versus the public school thing. Those private schools are very hard to beat because they get to pick anybody around the country. So what I did in the beginning of the year, I kind of stacked our schedule up with private schools. just wanted us to get ready so that we could, when we play Group 1 schools, which is the lowest group, we'll crush them. So I kind of I put the schedule. I made the schedule extra hard during the season. We lost 3 of those games, but we won 2 of them. I didn't expect us to win them. I just wanted that to be a battleground for us to just go out there and compete. So I
Get
can
their
show them how
feet wet,
hard they
yeah.
got to work to get to that level.
Good
Right.
stuff.
Right, because we there's rules for public, sports, and you can only practice at a certain time. Thanksgiving is the first day of practice, and then 3 days later, the first game. Private schools, they practice way before then, and way before then. So I just wanted us to get a tune up to get ready, and that's basically what it is, man. You got to stack your schedule. You can't be afraid to lose, because in the end, you win.
Yep.
And most coaches don't understand that. They want to go undefeated. I don't. I want to be defeated, so at the end, I become a winner.
That's right.
At the end of the day,
Yeah, give me some scars. So I got a story to tell. Give me some scars.
Right. That's it.
Coach
if
Williams.
you be the best. If you don't beat the best, you can't be the best.
Absolutely.
There you
I
go.
played the number 1 team in the state, so we was up by 14 in that game in the second quarter of that, and then you know what happened after that. Foul. So it was a good experience. I got a girl, Morgan Marshall. She's probably gonna go to D1. She's probably gonna go Seton Hall or Hofstra. She's already been recruited, and I have
Hofstra,
another
baby.
sophomore girl that's gonna be going. And I also have a girl that's at Hofstra now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hofstra alumni right
Excellent.
Yeah, yes,
We
sir.
lost last night. We took the L. I had a few tears last night. We took the L. He did a great job.
Seagulls.
I saw that.
Wilmington Seagulls.
Yeah, he
I
did
saw
a
that.
great job. He got coach of the year. He did a good job for his first
he did
second
good.
year.
I like Hofstra.
Hey, Mitty, for the first time, I'm actually coaching girls AAU this summer.
Oh, okay, good.
I'll be coaching the Twins backcourt.
Oh, I played them. Those girls got it, man.
Yeah,
That's one thing. They got it.
I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be fun.
And if you got any girls over there, send them my way.
I do. I have some.
Yeah.
Where you were coaching out of? What city?
We actually gonna be practicing at Peak.
Okay.
On off Route 22.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yep.
All right. What's the name of the team?
All right, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to step off, gentlemen.
Urban Legends.
All right, King.
Man, be good,
Yeah.
bro.
Yo, peace, have.
Man, have
All
a
right.
amazing peace, bro.
Peace,
All right,
have.
David. Congratulations on 100, man. Blessings to you, man.
Thank you,
Hope
family.
you get 100 more.
Thanks, yo.
Hope you get 100 more. I'm gonna be here, baby. Got you.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Love is love.
Yes, sir.
Take care, gentlemen.
Yo, Mitty, I'll send you the information because we got tryouts just Saturday.
Oh yeah, shit. I could tell them to go there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. In fact, this Saturday we're gonna be at Newark Collegiate.
Oh, in Newark?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that'd be easier.
Yo, peace, everybody. I got to break out. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure talking to you all you
Thank you,
guys.
Chanel.
Thank you, yo.
Welcome back.
Talk to you soon.
guy.
No
My
doubt.
man.
Nice meeting everybody, man.
All right, brother.
Hey, Mitty, do you miss the Tournament of Champions?
They don't have that no more?
Nah, they
Got
don't.
rid of it.
What happened?
They said money. They said financial.
It was money, yeah. But everybody they kind of pick people to go to this Geico National Tournament.
Yeah.
In Tampa, Florida. But I know we're not going. They're gonna pick all private schools.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. You know, I don't. Normally those tournaments don't mess with Jersey schools.
Right.
You
Wow.
know? So
That's gonna be the end. State championship and done.
yeah, I just thought it was weird when everything was just over Sunday. You know.
Yeah. Everybody was looking forward to the next step. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all keep the conversation going. I'm working on bringing this next guest. It's going to be a big surprise for some of you folks on here.
What's Rutgers doing, Wes? They making the tournament?
Man, I think I could put on my high tops and get a bucket for Rutgers. My God, they can't score. Man, I'm sitting there like, y'all can't get a bucket. I mean, they just can't. They cannot score. They have no, like, their offensive concept is just, I don't know. I mean, that kid got hurt, Mag, I think it is, and he's decent, but they just don't have nobody that can go get a basket when they need one.
They don't.
They stay in whatever set they run, and they got the kid with the headband running the offense, and he never looks to score. It's just everything is every possession is like grinded out, and they can score 40 points without a problem. But that's it.
Yeah, he's a shorter Ben Simmons out there.
Oh my goodness. And then they lost to what, Minnesota by 1, and they were up by 14 with like under 3 minutes left or something crazy like that. And they went out there and lost to Northwestern. And so I got my flag up at work and everything, like my Rutgers banner, but it's hard out here in Texas to have a Rutgers banner. when U of H is number 1 in the country, you know what I'm saying? And U of H is dope though. I ain't gonna lie. Them boys are good, man. I just don't know how the pressure of being a number 1 seed is gonna affect them, in the tournament. But they got a lot of game. They got a lot of game.
So, Coach E, what year did you graduate high school?
89.
89. You was almost dope. Minnie, you came out what year?
90.
90? Oh man, you was a whole nother decade. You missed the 80s. The 80 thing was kind of special. but specifically, the class 87. Well, she was 88, right?
87, baby. 87.
87. That's right. 87. Cliff 87. Jamal 87. Pearl 87. And my homie Derek Canada 1987. CliffyKay Gee, basketball legend, down the hill.
Yeah, Canada.
DC.
What's good, DC?
What up, Blue?
This dude right here.
What up, Blue?
What's going on, Blue?
The IZM Sports family, brother.
What's up, Hawk?
Oh man, it's all good. So real fast, just for the audience, introduce yourself and the wonderful career you had in the, in athletics.
All right, Derek, DC, Canada, product of East Orange. Spent some time in Dodgetown, down the hill. Played with my man, my guys, down at the Fellowship Civic Center over by Oval Park. Went out to West Point on an academic athletic scholarship. Finished up at Iona. Played with the Globetrotters. Tried out for Orlando in 95, 96. Played in the Philippines. And retired at the ripe old age of 29. And started working. Dad, been married 21 years now, 22 years now. Father of 4.
Right.
And I'm coaching over at North Plainfield High School right now, too.
Right.
So we got a lot going on.
Yeah, so it's just amazing to have my childhood, friends, go off to do, live their dreams, experience success, still stay rooted in the community and in education, you know what I mean, and be able to come back and share, this time with us on IZM Sports week in and week out. So salute to everybody on here, man. This is so dope. Yeah, man. So we just chopping it up, man. Reminiscing. A little bit of reminiscing, talking about sports, whatever.
Yeah, I'm listening, and I see y'all let Biz run the conversation. You gotta watch the Brooklyn cast.
Half man, yeah, no doubt. Yes, sir. So yeah, man, we was talking, really having a conversation about youth athletics. Coach Baraka is head coach at the University Lady Phoenix, and they have like a running streak of championships. And he was just sharing some of the jewels that he's been able to share with the young folks at that, at that high school. And, just adding on, I don't know if you want to hop in and talk about, what you're doing out there in South Plainfield, you said?
North Plainfield, South Plainfield enemy right now.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Before you start, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. But I was saying something about the class of 87. You know what I mean? So I think.
Wait.
It's good, Pearl.
We went.
What's good, fam?
What's up, T? What up, y'all?
I'm chilling, man. DC in the house. What's up, Nat?
What's up, bro? How you, man?
I'm maintaining, man. One day at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Baraka in the house. What's good, bro?
Peace, bro.
Oh, love, fam. Love to the fam.
Yeah, man.
Wes, what's good? How's the jump shot, bro?
Jumper's still wet, baby.
Oh, that's my man right there. Always on the wing, waiting. Always on the wing, spotting up. That's my man. Spotting up. He got 3-point line to 3-point line, yo. He got 3-point line to 3-point line.
They're gonna retire your number in Orlando, Wes. Dennis Scott, they're gonna retire your number in Orlando, Wes. Just spot up.
There you go, Dennis Scott. Dennis Scott. Just run to the pirate. That's what he told me. Go to the pirate. All right, I got you.
Yeah, man. So DC, you were telling us. Oh, your microphone went out.
Mic went out.
Right, yeah.
Can you hear me?
There we go. You rocking. Nah, it's not working. No, you're not muted. It's just something going with the audio. Sounds
He's
muffled.
muted now.
Yeah,
He's
now
muted now.
Now you're muted.
Check 1, 2. Can you hear me?
There you go. You rock it.
All right, cool. Yeah, just trying to get the kids to do the things you want them to do. You find the kids today they've been raised a little different. Like I always make the joke, especially for mine, that, we got a magic refrigerator at the house, right? Refrigerator's full, but every time the kids open it, there's nothing in there to eat. And so the hunger is different. Like when I was growing up, you get to the house, you open the fridge. Like I was telling my daughter, it could be a stick of butter, a tin of biscuits, and some jelly in the fridge, and that might be all. But we was eating.
Right.
But now, they don't have to work for a lot, and so when you task them with doing a little bit more work, sometimes they don't respond because they don't understand what the level of work is. And I know the rest of the coaches on the line see a bunch of that too. It's just,
oh yeah,
I just need you to work a little bit harder. So this year we had a decent year, wound up with 10 wins, and we did some things, but the kids don't understand what it takes to win and the sacrifice that you make in your personal game in order to help your team win. So those are all lessons we try to get out there. Make it about the team, not about yourself, because that's what life is going to be like. Like when I look at this group, like I give a big shout out to TJ and Peanut, because when I moved to East Orange in 3rd grade, the first time we went to the gym, I saw those two dudes in the gym playing basketball. I was like, I want to be like them when I grow up. And we all in 3rd grade. TJ rapping around the bag, Nut doing all this. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a soccer dude. I ain't played no basketball at all. That's the kind of things that I'm telling kids as we go. I'm like, hoop fam is forever. Like the cats I hooped with and played with from whatever age, we go all the way back to 3rd grade. We still family today.
Yeah, man. What's T-Wit? What's going on, bro? You on mute.
You muted.
One day at a time, huh? Just doing my organizing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, you got, some of your old school teammates in the building.
Day ones.
And when we talk about the Civic Center, as a place where, us as youth would gather, some of us more skilled than others. Talk about those experiences back at the Civic Center with this brother Jamal Williamson, Derek Canada, and everybody else, Errol Pearl, and just the meaning of that through sports.
Man, those are the golden years, man, for me. Whenever I talk about my sports history, Oval Park and Civic Center, that was just that was ground zero, man, for all of it, man. And so when we think about some of the coaches we had, Danny Hall and Hank Marshall, and then like sometimes I talk to people who like grew up in other parts of the country, and when I talk about some of the coaching that we got, man, even as like in grade school, and some of the plays that things that we did in basketball and football, like they're literally amazed. They're like, yo, like in football we had like 2 plays, in basketball, like how many presses did y'all have, or how many things did y'all do? And it was so I give it to again.
Uh-oh.
Lost him.
Mic
Froze
check,
up.
1 2 1 2.
Frozen.
T. Whit forgot one great coach, the great legendary Cleo Hill Sr.
Yeah, talk about it. Why so, Pearl?
Mount Rushmore. I mean, he just instilled a lot into so many guys, man, and at every level. You know, it's from kids to, you know, junior high to high school, and then the college ranks, semi-pro ranks. Just as you grow up, you hear his story, and from where we come from, his story resonates. You know, watching that Black Magic documentary, that took me to a place, man. I saw him in a bigger light. You know what he had to endure. DC, you talked about the kids, how they grow up now, man. To hear his story, man, it's like, man, we don't really have a lot of problems, man. We got some, but the weight of it is not as big as that, you know. So his story is just a real important story to hear, and then especially if you know him, you know. And salute to his son who's carrying the torch, man. They won their third in 5 years CIAA championship. You know, Theo Jr.
Yeah,
it's just a real good story, and again, it's family. Like
yeah, share that one more time with T, because she was actually giving him the heads up.
T. Whit, the other coach you left out is the great Cleo Hill Sr.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I think a lot of us, you know, we stay involved with young people and coach because of those experiences we had as young people. I think, you know, a lot of them go unsung, and I think a lot of them were before their time, like T. Whit said. We were doing. When I went to the University of Maine, I realized in 6th grade, Jeffrey Terry and Ed Giles had us doing college stuff, like in 6th grade. I mean, we were just doing phenomenal things. But you know, God has blessed us with, you know, the minds and ability to be sponges to that stuff. You know, we never asked why, we just did it, right? But you know, I'm gonna mention a guy who I think is another unsung, Kev Brown Spook. You know, he was an unsung,
no doubt,
you know, quality guy when it comes to basketball. We traveled little lads, and he touched a lot of lives, right? And people will never know who Kev Brown is. You know, very unassuming guy, but listen, another one before his time that gifted us with a lot to prolong our career.
And never asked for a thing, Nut.
Never.
Just gave himself.
Yeah.
T. Whit, Mr. Little Lad.
Yeah.
Yo, that's because Spook said, yo, when they shoot T, you release.
Right.
You know, so I got to release. So yo, it was a bunch of open layups, yo.
Yeah, man.
You still got the booklet. The picture was terrible that they drew up.
It was horrible, man. It was horrible. But you know, I still got it. I had to show my kids, man. I had to save it to show the kids.
Nice, man. That's classic history.
So I had that picture of us when we all played for the Civic Center in 6th grade.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yo, who was? I remember Darius
for the little lad.
Yeah, who y'all remember? Who was Darius for the little lad?
Yeah, I remember.
Halim. He had no birth certificate. So. he was Darius that weekend.
Wait, you guys talk about it. Talk about it.
Made all tournament team and everything, bro.
Yeah, talk about it. Talk about it. Halim. I think Halim was like 30. He wasn't making weight. He had to be like 150 under. Halim come in at 195.
Halim was the Dominican Republic baseball player of our time. I was like 17. We're like, wait a minute, let's get his birth certificate.
Oh man. Yo, was anybody ever at that? Anybody here at that dunk off between Halim and Spud Webb? Was that just a?
No, I was there.
I was
there at high school. I was there.
You was there.
Oh, you was there, bro?
It's real.
Yeah, it was real.
Word? I thought that was just urban legend.
No, I was there. And Bubby took the challenge on. Bubby tried to guard. He dunked on Bubby. Yeah, real talk. Checked up, and Bubby didn't think he was stretched and warmed up, and he faked. Gave him another jab, and then he blew by him off one leg, punched him. And everybody was going nuts. It was too late for him to react. He got there late and tried to get a hand up. It was like over with. Spud Webb.
Light skin Bubby?
Yeah, light skin Bubby.
Kevin Jackson.
Okay.
Y'all
Okay.
make sure I top this up nice, tag everybody on it. You see Bubby get his shout out.
Hey, Mr. Baraka, a quick question for you. Another guy that groomed a lot of us growing up in Jersey, had his hand on a lot of guys, man, to bless him. The president of the North Y, many years, Bill Wimberly. That name sound familiar?
Absolutely sound familiar. Yeah,
that was my guy. Gave me my first job at the North Y, sitting at the desk. Yeah, he's one of those guys that poured into you, and now with all the sponsorship, he taught the business to us back then.
Oh wow,
sponsorship. You know, because we didn't like all the guys now. They play AU, and parents got to chip in. Bill Wimberly had that gift and the knowledge to tap into these corporations, being the president of the Y. So he had all the sponsorship coming. We just had to bring spending money to travel.
Wow, that's dope.
He had everything, flights and everything. He had the money coming in from all over the place. But he was definitely the one that touched thousands of guys, you know, and helped them get into college and have good lives.
Pearl, you mentioned Brian Crawford.
Oh,
man. Yeah, B. Crawford, man. B, that's what dude.
The Rams.
Yeah, the Rams, man.
Yeah, that's my guy.
B. Crawford is still doing it. Yeah. Those are the people, man. We salute, man, and
unsung heroes.
Yeah. And it was for no money. You know, these guys just genuinely love their people and love the kids. A lot of that, you know, you feel like you owe. You know, growing up, you gotta try to teach somebody and give back something.
Yeah, this 100th episode is really a blessing in so many ways because of this conversation in particular, and that working with young people, growing up with you guys, and you guys are doing like such impactful work with young people, and like that the history we all come from, the traditions that we all carry with us, and then trying to share that with the next generation. For this to be the 100th episode and have this conversation with you guys is really special. You know, I thank you for it. You know, and this is not to end the conversation by no means. It's just to say how special this whole thing is. And that said, I want to shout out Haley Hughes, who should be watching this. I was trying to get him on, but he's going right now. He couldn't make it. He shouts everybody out. He's trying to get that, again, friends and family feeling. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. You got the lone wolf up there, Mr. West from Columbia High School. You got to work on Mark. We're trying to get him in this moment. You know what I mean?
I went to see him play. I watched him play a couple of weeks ago and popped up on him and Abdul.
Yeah,
it's dope. Oh,
is that the Columbia men's coach?
No, he coaches New Jersey City University.
Yeah. Oh, wow, dope.
He took over his dad's job, and he coaches there. And Abdul Madison is the assistant coach.
What's his brother doing now, Charlie?
State games.
I'm not sure where he's working. He's still in Jersey. I saw him at the game too. I went up to Ramapo and saw him.
Okay.
So, I think this is the perfect panel to throw this question out to. And I think it's especially with the work we're doing, very meaningful, being that we all work with young people and trying to make an impact, trying to make a change. It's Ja Morant's situation, because it's so emblematic of, the rap culture, the hip hop culture, how they got us, presented as black men. It's just problematic on so many different levels. I think as big of a controversy it is, as big as a problem it is, it's as big as an opportunity. This is like an opportunity for us to affect lives in a positive way. So I like for you guys to, maybe just offer some thoughts on the whole John Morant situation and maybe some possible opportunities to redirect the conversation in a more positive way.
Well, I'm gonna say this hot. I believe as a person, as a man, as a black man, as a person in a position where you're always being, with them, they're always being looked at through a microscope, through a camera. Eyes are always on them, right? All of us on this screen right now, on this call, we're gonna take a lot of stuff to our grave, right? And we learned that a long time ago. Some stuff you just gotta take to your grave. Something ain't gotta be nobody else's business, right? And we understand that. Unfortunately, these young people don't understand. You can tell them everything you want to tell them. Somebody's watching, somebody's recording. Keep yourself out of, eyesight if you can, and have a private life, right? Because guess what? If we don't show it, we don't have this conversation, right? And a lot of things we're going to take to our grave, period.
Well, prior to him showing the gun, there was the incident that just got settled prior with the young boy who got beat up, and supposedly Ja threatened him with a gun, allegedly. And then with the Indiana situation and having an altercation on court, that's spilling over to after the game, the whole red dot. Gang.
Right.
Gang.
That's what it's about. It's about that thug reputation and lifestyle and whatever they trying to portray. But Hawk, it's not allegedly. They what happened was in Memphis, it was an incident where his mom went to a shoe store and the 17-year-old kid, whatever, disrespected his mom, and he showed up with his boys, and all of them were toting guns. And this is a little something different than what we're used to because we're from up north. But down south, everybody has guns, yo. It's just like, and they're, I guess, the thug image that they want to portray in Memphis, that's what they're gonna show and brag about, which is why he's posting things on live, which is crazy. But that's what gets you in trouble. And that's the difference between, a sensible cat and these new age cats now is that, you got to put all your business out there. And the gun, I guess the gun culture is what's hot right now. And if you're in the South, everybody have them.
Yo, Cliff, let me tell you something. I believe, everybody, if you got a crew, you got a team, there's always going to be an idiot in the crew. There's somebody that's going to do something stupid, right? But it got to be somebody on a team that's going to say, no, don't do this or that, right? There's going to be somebody to look out, right? For example, Hop had Madism shirts, right? I came down to Florida. I said, yo, I'm going to get me a Madism shirt. And blah, blah. I said, yo, you can't wear that if, being administrator in school and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I ain't think about that. I just support my man, right? But when you talk about image and what you're doing, somebody on your squad got to be like, yo, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It got to be somebody on your squad. You be like, yo, what you doing? Right?
Yeah.
They don't protect each other nowadays.
No. It's every man
but
himself.
To that point, it's crazy. There's no one on that team that's at 30 years old or older. It's all young kids. That whole team. I mean,
the thing
they
about
should know better.
Stephen Adams called a team meeting that night.
Yeah,
and talked about. I mean, he generalized. Obviously, he was talking about how we got to restrain ourselves, carry ourselves a certain way, whoop-de-woo. Okay. And like talking to you that night is when he showed the gun.
Specifically, he said not going out on the road. Specifically, he said not going out on the road as a team. And he went out and did what he did.
But this goes back to why somebody like Udonis Haslem is still in the league. So things like this don't happen at Miami.
You need that elderly statesman on the team.
You need that guy.
OGs.
Yep, the OGs. Yeah. And these kids don't have it. In a place like Memphis, you definitely need it. Because these kids are coming up. Now they got the money and they can portray that image that they've been wanting to portray anyway. So now they can actually afford to buy the guns that they couldn't get before. You know, they feel like they're protected. And, you know, ball players want to be like the hip hop artists, and the hip hop artists want to be like the street dudes.
That's right. That's
so it's, you know, just a vicious cycle. And that's what these young guys are. Because look, Ja don't come from that background. He ain't gang, you know. And you know, not for nothing, his dad got to pull his coattail too.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
let
was
me
just about to say.
let me
Like he at the games. I mean, as a father, you at every game taking all the, you know, you want to push up on TO, but you can't tell your son that he can't carry himself like this. I mean, part of. I mean, I'm sure everybody in that entourage is that he's with. That's not a teammate. Don't make $40 million either, right? So they all living off his $40 million. Somebody got to be like, listen, none of y'all have anything at stake but me. Like that's it. Like.
Right, you know how like there's
You
this
know?
narrative of you're not from that life. You went to a private school. You had parents that loved you. You had the whole narrative, right?
Eminem.
I don't buy into that because I know too many people who had all those things growing up who still ended up, gang, so to speak.
Yeah, because
But it's fake though. It's not organic. It's fake. They don't come from that.
Yeah.
He don't come from. He never hung out with gangs when he was in high school and he was in college. He don't come from that. He's now portraying it that he has the money. So he's a real live CB4.
Yeah,
and living
but
he's bought the lifestyle.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it from another angle though. Yeah, you listen. A lot of these jokers are CB4, but the problem is that it's American culture, so it's the super culture that everybody emulate. It's to be, in the front line, to be tough, to be Rambo, get out there, get a gun, you're tough, to want to be seen on TikTok. That's just the generation that we live. A lot of these jokers, a lot of my teammates, my players, they want to be tough so bad, but they grew up in nice households. And where they get it from? TV. They get it from hip hop, some of the new hip hop. Right, and they just emulate. So where now they really think they're fucking gangster, and they act out on it.
Right,
the negative influence. It's rewarded.
Whether it's acting or whatever it is, there's real life consequences for actions. People really die. People really go to jail. Right,
that's right.
So it can be fake all day, but the consequences are real. And looking at it from that perspective is like, how do we again use this as an opportunity to shift the focus, to highlight, the consequences of one's actions. When you look at Ja Morant, just because he didn't make it, he can't make NBA an all NBA team. He just lost $39.4 million. He's not going to get a max contract. They said he's going to be suspended 50 games. Considering the investigation, do the feds get involved?
Yeah.
No, the feds are already involved.
They're already involved.
Yeah, they have to be involved. Yeah. Because of the gun laws in Colorado.
Yep.
Memphis, you don't have to have a gun license. So he traveled to Colorado with the gun and he's not licensed.
Yep.
So and he posted a video of it. So that's the proof there. You can't say, nah, I didn't have it. And they know where he was.
He told on himself.
Yeah. So that's all the proof there. It's just a matter if they come down hard on him for that or not. But all the evidence is there. It's unfortunate, but the thing is they have to start, the NBA has to really push solutions to ward off that image that, they're trying to emulate on TV when they see on TV and videos and everything. And they have to push now, unfortunately, they got to push Gilbert Arenas' story because he's going to get the Gilbert Arenas treatment. Pension and what comes after.
Yep.
Yeah. I was asked early today, what do I think should happen to Ja Morant? It was a very difficult question to answer. I don't, the NBA definitely has to cover their ass. So they're going to come down hard, I guess, with the 50 games. But then in Ja's own development, at what point does he truly realize, the direction he's heading and how to readjust? And then how do we, you know, as a society, as a community, how do we help him do that?
Well, you know, one of the things I'm also amazed at is how Nike hasn't dropped him yet.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Sure, that'll be coming.
You know,
They said they don't support him. They came out.
They dropped Kyrie real quick.
Yep.
That's why. That's why they can't drop him so quick.
I don't think they want to keep Kyrie.
Like Kyrie didn't break any laws.
I think they needed they wanted a reason to get rid of Kyrie because you remember the year before.
I agree.
He didn't approve the sneaker that they put out.
Yep.
And he made the statement online about it. So their relationship was already broken. They were just looking for a reason.
Yeah, I agree with that. But this is something where
the way it works.
This young man has broken a law and is projecting an image that is definitely detrimental.
Right. You can't.
And I'm sure that clause is in the contract. So why hasn't he been dropped yet?
It's terrible. They trying to salvage
it's
investigation.
It's probably coming. They
Yeah.
just don't want to look like, you know, they're piling on because, you know, if things do change and he can improve a change in character, they still want to mend those fences and bring him back in the fold.
And why, I haven't seen in the media where he's been flown to New York to meet with Adam Silver yet.
For the authority.
Also, he just got to deal with Powerade. They ran the commercials 2 weeks
Yes.
ago.
Yes.
So what are they going to do? I know they're going to stop running the commercials because that's not the image.
Yep.
That's being put in the media, you know. So I'm sure they're going to pull back and kind of wait and see.
Yes, it's unfortunate this young man has really put himself in a position to lose everything.
I mean, hopefully he has a chance. He's young enough where he can rebound from it.
Yeah.
If he stays on the right track, but he's going to lose a lot of money. He's going to lose a lot of trust, and all the work he's done up to this point. He's going to be known for the gun and gang stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, he's got to lose a lot of friends.
Oh yeah, that's no question.
You know, that to me that's the biggest decision he has to make right now.
His father has to be a father again and stop being a fan and happy with being. He wanted to be a celebrity.
There you go.
Know everybody and run the sideline.
There you go.
Right. Yeah, he got to stop being one of his boys.
We're gonna say,
well, it's gonna be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see the cleanup job they do because I think as a whole the league likes Ja, and I think they're going to do as much as they can to buff him up, clean it up, so he doesn't have. Could you imagine if something like this happened to Kyrie? You know what I'm saying? How they would have spent it. So I think they're at least being delicate with Ja, giving them benefit of the doubt, and we'll see how they're able to clean it up.
Yeah. No, the other thing is the NBA is built on its stars. And I joke all the time. If you look at the league now, most of the stars are 35 and above, and there are very few stars under 30. Like if you watch the All-Star game, it's like LeBron, Giannis, and who? And so it's in the league's best interest to try and save that image. And so I'm sure they'll work with him. For me, the big thing is that I pray that he learns accountability.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't had any to date. He hasn't had anybody to hold him accountable for the things that he's done, which has allowed him to color outside the lines.
Right.
Yeah.
He has to bring him back. And it's unfortunate that he'll lose a lot of money to learn a simple lesson.
Yeah. It's going to be a hefty price. But, I mean, all he can do is just stay on the right track and say all the right things. And he'll get an opportunity. I mean, but that 50-game suspension is going to be pushed.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a message, and you can't push the other narrative about the color thing because no one made him put a laser on someone's head, and no one told him to go challenge a young person that kind of disrespected his mother. He did that on his own, right? So you can't look for the support that you may want from that line because this is all self-inflicted right here.
Yeah.
And logically speaking, we all feel like I think. Most of us are all parents or to some degree or know young people. You got to be able to put your arm around some of these kids and just say something to them, somebody, right. Because he's just too ultra talented, is a different level of Allen Iverson. People didn't like Iverson because of the way he dressed, not because, and he just was a culture. They're trying to create a culture that's not positive. AI was just being AI, like, you know, it's just so different. You know what I mean? Like
That was real.
it's just totally. It's not. AI wasn't violent. He wasn't violent. He was AI. He was just promoting hip hop culture. This guy's promoting violence. Like it's a different scenario.
Yeah.
You know.
And AI was authentically himself.
Yeah, he was.
This guy
He
is
was.
creating an image against the image that's really going to make him profitable.
Which don't make no sense.
Yeah, he's fighting his own success.
Yeah,
And
it
if
makes
you-
no sense.
You think back, AI actually did jail time before he got to college.
Right.
For nothing, just for being there. For being there.
A lot of young guys probably don't even remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't, but that's what I'm saying. Like DC said about accountability, AI was just there. He wasn't even involved, and he had to go through something traumatic that he didn't even do. Like when you look at AI's history, everything that people come down on him about are fake narratives. He wasn't doing anything in that bowling alley. He was just there. And his friend died, but his friend died. He went to a funeral, and that's why he missed practice. But they never talk about that. It's so horrible how they did AI. It's so like it's incredible to me. Like the narratives that they created for a guy that loves the game so much and did so much for the NBA without even people even knowing how much AI did for the NBA.
So real quick, and
oh, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, and so I have a course at Columbia High School. We have a sports literature course, right? And I teach it. So the John Thompson autobiography that came out a couple of years ago. Of course, there's a couple of chapters on AI, and so like in our discussion, then we watched a documentary on AI. And so, like Wes, everything that you said is exactly true, but just it's an opportunity for this generation to kind of learn those stories. And so through that autobiography, I've been able to talk to them about the Big East, what the original Big East was like, and those battles and everything that John Thompson, when he protested against the Proposition 42, they tried to change the law. And so, we just get to go back, man, and talk about it. But just having that course, gives me that opportunity. But just wanted to, pick up on that.
Man, Columbia came a long way. They offering sports literature.
Hey, man, I'm doing it everywhere, any way I can, bro. I try to get it in, Wes.
Man, T, what's up with that? I gotta talk to Coach Keegan. He didn't tell me about the curriculum like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
The other guy, West, to your point, West. Kevin, to your point about AI, another guy that was just there and tried to break it up, and it actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
He tried to break up his fight in South Carolina, and they wanted to arrest him and kicked him out of school. His mom moved him away to Chicago, and the rest is history.
Yep.
The big Randy Moss too. What happened to Randy Moss?
Yeah, Randy Moss too. Same thing. Right. Same thing. Yep, same exact thing.
That's
crazy. So let's talk some football. Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
Which side they put on? Exclusive on him?
Non-exclusive.
Non-exclusive. They put the non-exclusive on him?
The low ball, the low ball, we're going to lose you.
Yeah.
They're going to lose him?
Yeah.
That means they want him to go test the market, and whoever matches that, they give up 2 first rounds, and they get him, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to lose him.
He going to Miami.
Yeah,
wow.
but they gave him that offer, but they gave Daniel Jones a contract.
They gave Daniel Jones $40 million. 4 years, $160 million.
I told him he gonna get that money.
What's the guarantee?
But again, I don't care about the money, but the much talk that we got about Dak Prescott and his bag, and he got the same amount of money, and he didn't do nothing in 4. He had 1 good year, and that's what he got.
No.
That's the problem.
He had 4 good games.
Yeah, whatever he had.
15 touchdowns.
I mean, come on, man. They gave him $83 million guaranteed, right? So, and they gave Saquon $10 million as a franchise tag. That's what they did with Saquon.
That's who helped him have a good season.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
Daniel Jones on average is going to make more than Lamar.
That's so crazy.
It's so foul, man.
That's fucked up.
It's foul.
Like the Players Association should come in on that and be like, "Yo, nah, that can't happen."
It's just foul. Like how they doing it. It's just crazy.
It's crazy because we say this, year in and year out, how the tables are slanted against brothers to get their money, black quarterbacks especially to get their money, and
100.
it's every example just keeps
100.
It's right. Like there's no exception to the rule. Maybe
Right.
Deshaun Watson, you could say, was the exception to the rule.
Well, and they're calling him the outlier, and,
Yeah.
and they're trying to course correct everything now because of what Houston did.
Right.
Well,
Because
Cleveland-
Cleveland,
Cleveland-
he's the barometer. You got to start. That's where the bar is now. But they're going against the grain. They're like, nah, we're not going to do it.
Right. The market is set, but nah, we're not listening to the market.
Not for them. Not for them.
Well,
Not for
they're
them.
gonna have to listen because Jalen Hurts gonna get paid, and once Burrow, Herbert, those boys get paid, that they're gonna match that part. He's not gonna only be the outlier. I'm telling you.
They're gonna jerk Jalen Hurts around, bro.
They're gonna jerk Jalen Hurts around.
Yeah, I gotta see that. Me too. I gotta see
Well,
that.
don't get it twisted. Atlanta's gonna pay Lamar, so Lamar's
No,
gonna
they're
get
not.
paid.
They already said they don't want him.
They already checked the market for him. There's no
Yeah,
market.
They already said it.
Miami.
Wow.
I'd
So
love him
that's
to be-
probably why they did that then, because they knew.
I'd love him to be in Miami.
But now,
I like to see him go to the Jets.
if I'm
I
the
like the
Jets,
Jets.
instead of going after Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers,
Rodgers go-
I'm
Aaron
going
Rodgers
to
gonna
get
get
Lamar.
the Jets.
That's why I think he should go
Aaron
to the
Rodgers
Jets.
gonna end it with the Jets. Like, they about to seal that deal probably in the next 24 hours. Watch.
But think about this:
Good for the
Aaron
Jets.
Rodgers got like damn near $60 million coming to him that he signed a new deal for,
That's
and nobody's
crazy.
talking about that. He can just every year
Crazy.
say, "I don't know if I want to play with them anymore," and no one cares about that. He ain't won in 14 years. He can go on a dark vacation. We all know he said he going to puff weed, right? But nobody cares about that, right? So I'm just bugging, like
Next year, you know what it is.
Hawaii,
like,
Hawaii.
But
they
not
don't
only
have
Lamar
drug
Jackson
tests,
black,
whatever.
Lamar represents himself too. He don't have an attorney, so that's
His mother represents him.
his mom.
Yeah.
He had an insider doing his deal for him. It might go better, but still, man, how as the Ravens, how do you lose that talent? How do you front on that? With no way, no replacement. There's nobody. Who you gonna replace him with?
Well, what they're showing right now is that there's no trust there.
Yeah.
They don't trust him either to not be injured or to lead them where they want the team to go, and now he can't trust them. So the trust is broken both ways. So it's almost like you can't fix this. He's got to go somewhere else.
I don't know how.
Well, let me ask you this: How do you trust a team that gave you nothing? You got a tight end your whole career. You get a tight end. That's all they invest in. Like they give you a tight end, and you're supposed to trust your organization, and you're supposed to stay healthy, and be the whole squad. I don't understand that. Come on. It's I mean, the story is the same in every city. You got to kind of like Jalen Hurts took over Carson Wentz because Carson Wentz was that bad, right? So he came into a situation where Philly is historically, Philly's had all the black quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, Philadelphia's had them all, Rodney Peete, Randall Cunningham, Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb. I mean, Philly just gets down with black quarterbacks. That's what they do. But they supported Jalen Hurts with the talent they put around him, and he did well. Cam Newton never got no help. Lamar don't get no help. I mean, Dak is a 4th round pick, so you look at that. The Cowboys already had some talent around him. He's just a 4th round pick, and he plays like one.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
That's a good point.
All that stuff doesn't make any sense to me when it comes to football with the black quarterbacks, man. It's just like you shouldn't have to wait to get your money. I mean, Lamar's won enough games in this league to get paid. He's an MVP for crying out loud. Man.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. No brainer.
Yeah, they acting like that MVP thing never happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. He's an MVP.
They move the goalposts literally on you. Yeah, man.
So
what else is going on in
hopefully they'll bring Ozzy in to do something and renegotiate something because the Costa is not trying to.
Ozzy's been negotiating this whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ozzy's been the one negotiating.
Huh. It's crazy.
They brought him in, and he gave a deadline till 3:30 today. So it didn't work out.
That's crazy. Oh,
I mean, I think the one thing they did do, which was good, was they made it non-exclusive. You know, they at least let him go out there and see if the market will take him. But this is sad when you see Daniel Jones get $40 million a year basically, and Lamar is going to get 32.5 this year.
He's got somebody's going to scoop him up. You know, I can't imagine him.
Well, I heard earlier that the Miami Dolphins says that they're non-committal on Tua. So
I mean, I hope Tua retires.
He needs to.
That'd be the smart thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
All right. So just because of this next guest, I want to just pull it back to basketball real quick. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna bring him in. Some of our panel will surely be excited because he does a lot for them and his Laker get down.
My boy,
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Buds.
Yes.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah, we can start the Lakers show
What's
right
up?
now.
Yes, sir.
Just the table, for Derek, TJ, and Mitty. Mitty just went out. I hope he come back in. But to set the table properly, growing up, I was a Dr. J fan, MJ fan, Kobe, Shaq, LeBron. Ever since LeBron been in the league, I'm a LeBron guy. He's with the Lakers. I'm with the Lakers. Now, Coach E, Wes Henderson, and Tariq Buds are like lifelong Laker fans. So they feel filthy on this show every week. Talking about talk, You don't like me rooting for LA.
I don't like cats leaving. I don't like lost luggage in LA terminal. That's all. That's all you are, lost luggage.
LeBron James, greatest scorer of all time.
No, he's the leading scorer of all time.
The leading scorer of all
There
time.
leading scorer, not greatest.
He's the leading
Yeah,
scorer.
yeah. Here we go. It starts early.
He's the leading scorer of all time, right?
Yeah.
And he's out right now with a foot injury. Street Clothes is manning the lead in LA. But the team after the trade looks good, looks inspiring, and Wes had to say that earlier.
I told these fellas, I said, Sunday, it was a dead Sunday, nothing on TV no more. So I was doing laundry and I turned on the Laker game because LeBron wasn't playing. So I said, let me watch the Laker game today, right? So I turned it on and I'm saying, man, this team look all right. Like they play a little D. They got some guys that can knock down threes. Street Clothes is in uniform. They have a decent bench. They got a reliable white boy. They got all the products you need to win a championship. Once you got the reliable white dude, it's done. Like you got everything, all the ingredients. And I was like, man, they get Russell and the leading scorer back, might be a problem in the West. There might be a problem. So I see the Clippers and the Lakers and Phoenix as the three. I don't believe in Denver, and I don't believe in an MVP that don't play defense. I'm sorry. He's a great offensive talent, but if you don't play defense, I can't mess with you. And he don't play on both ends. So, that's why he's not gonna make it to the finals like his boy Steve Nash. He was the MVP twice too, and never played defense, and he couldn't make it to the finals. So when he get to a finals, maybe I'll call Jokic the MVP. But until that, I don't believe in that.
What I will say is if the Lakers are fortunate enough to make the play-in and they have to then play Denver, it's over. Because AD cannot, for some reason, he just folds against Joker.
That's what you got. That's what you got the Mamba, Mo Bamba for, whatever that is. Mo Bamba. That's what you got him for.
They beat him twice
6 fouls
in the first half of the season.
Yeah, but he gets hurt every game.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Like, I mean, and nobody hits him. He'd just be,
shoelace
in the corner by himself, and all of a sudden just fall down.
Wow.
He wants no parts of Joker for some reason.
Well, I'll say this: since the trade deadline and the new look Lakers, I feel like Wes. I feel like I like the new look Lakers. I don't know that they're a championship team, but we haven't made the playoffs in the last couple of years. So one, I do think we're a stronger team than even people think. Even though people like the new look Lakers, but I don't think if we make it as a plan, I don't think people want to play. I don't think the first seed is going to want to play us if LeBron is back healthy and street clothes is on the floor. I think we've been proving that we're taking it serious. Was only 24 games after the All-Star break. We're 4 and 5. So we're actually trying to make a run. And if you really look at the standings, there's only a 3-game difference between 12th place and 5th place.
Yeah.
So any team can go on a run. And actually, that's what the Celtics did last year. I don't know if you remember. The Celtics went on a run after the trade deadline all the way to the championship.
Yeah. And I think
because they were.
What's the Lakers record since the trade deadline?
4 and 5, right?
No. We're 4 and 1 or something like that.
Like,
4 and 1. 4 and 1.
4 and 2 maybe.
Yeah. 4 and 2.
Then,
I think.
They lost
OKC
and they lost to. No, they might be 4 and 1.
They might be 4 and 1.
No.
Because we said they had to go 15 and 7 or 15 and 6. Was it 15?
Grizzlies. They lost to the Grizzlies. No. But they beat the Grizzlies. They got the Grizzlies tonight. They lost.
No. Yeah, no, we beat we beat them. Obviously, we just beat Golden State. There was another Dallas. We beat Dallas.
Yeah.
The Mavericks. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, at the end of the day, anybody can make a run. At this point, the West is a little. We lost to Memphis, you said?
Minnesota and Memphis was the last 2 losses.
Okay. Anybody can go on a run right now. Like I said, the West is wide open, if you ask me, just because nobody's having a stellar year. Even Denver's not having a stellar year. I don't think anybody's having a stellar year. So I think there's a shot. I do like that, as Wes pointed out. We're playing D. We're knocking down shots. And even the game that both AD and LeBron didn't play, we still won. And that was pretty encouraging. So, I don't think it's a championship team, but at least we can get in the playoffs and shake it up a little bit.
Yeah, and I think Utah is going to slide. I don't see them really staying in that. I think they're 8th or 9th right now. I don't see them staying. I think they're going to slide. OKC, Warriors may slide. Who knows what's going on there? There seems to be something missing with their chemistry. And Memphis, who's been kind of solidified, they're going to slide. They're going to lose some games.
They're going to lose tonight against the Lakers.
Yeah,
they shot.
Yeah. They without Ja, they lost Brandon Clark. Memphis going to lose games.
Yeah.
This is a real Laker panel, boy, because y'all talking like some optimistic cats. Listen, all of the teams that y'all mentioned are better than the Lakers. Period. Now, can y'all win? Sure, but come on now. All of y'all got Pelicans ahead of y'all. Yeah, Utah may slip, but they're better than y'all. The Grizzlies may slip, but they're better than y'all. Minnesota's ahead of y'all. They're better than y'all. The Lakers may get in the play-in, y'all. And then
I like that energy, Cliff.
to get
Welcome
out
back,
of
Nick fan. Welcome back, Nick fan. Welcome back. I love the energy, Cliff. Nick fans are back.
The Knicks beat
The Knicks
Boston
fans are back
and
in the
boy,
building. Yeah, they go. There's that energy, you know, because they didn't act like that about 5 minutes ago. But that's what
But Coach, you use the right word, chemistry, right? So from down the stretch, like right now, as far as I'm concerned, you got to get in. But once you get in, it's the chemistry and how they play going into the playoffs. We all know that, right? It's a team game. The Knicks are playing great team ball, right? Whoever playing the best team ball going into the playoff
is going to win.
You need to start talking about.
Yeah,
I agree. Right now, it's anybody's game, but you got to get in to win. If you don't get in, you ain't going to win.
You ain't gonna win. Got to get in first.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens if they get in. You know, I just like, and I like Phoenix. I like Phoenix, man. I like Durant and Booker. Booker is a killer. He don't look like one, but he's a killer. Yep. And Durant is a killer. Chris Paul, he got 2 killers on his team, and he want to give the ball to 2 killers. They got a decent bench now. They got some nice pieces off the bench. And the game the other night, you didn't even see him until the fourth quarter, and that's when you're gonna need him. Ayton showed up in the fourth quarter, got some key buckets and a couple of key rebounds and a couple of stops on defense. That's like their fourth option. So I just think they got if they get chemistry, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and they're getting chemistry. Kevin, as you know, Kevin Durant is an easy plug and play. He can fit into almost any system, and you can kind of see that already. And it's really not a hard transition for him.
Yep.
Kevin Durant opens the floor for everybody.
For everybody.
Absolutely.
And then you gotta look at listen, say what you want about Kawhi Leonard. When he motivated, he a problem too. I don't care what nobody say. When Kawhi is motivated, it's a problem for a lot of people. And they got squad. LA Clippers got a nice squad. They got they got 10 guys that can play basketball. And Russell Westbrook.
That's the team you got to worry about for chemistry. Because if they get chemistry going, then they can run. They'll be able to do some things. If they also gelling.
Them having Russ start was to me a mistake. That messed up chemistry. I think man should have kept his starting position.
Russell
and have Russ come off the bench. Yeah, they guy ain't never played with a team a day in his life. First game he's in, he's starting. That's kind of like disrespectful to me. There's some guys that got you in the position that you're in, which is
put some respect on Russ' name, man. Put some respect on his name.
Hey man, I'm just saying, the Clippers were when Russ got there, where were they like 4, 5, 6? Something like that.
They're fifth.
Yeah, they went 0-4. They went 0-4.
They lost like every game he played. His first 4 games they lost, and they switched up the starting lineup.
Baby, chemistry.
And look out of pocket. He looked like he was confused, a little like not really into it. It's just like
you got to be on the court to get chemistry.
Russ ain't the same Russ was back in the day. He's a different.
And he also got to play off all that dirt, that rust, that just yuck that come from being with the Lakers and playing with LeBron. He got to get rid of all that.
How many rings Russ got?
So he can do that at practice.
How many rings?
0. Now I know I came late, but did you guys talk about Ja Morant already?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yeah, but you're welcome to chime in.
Okay.
We tried to
I think it's sad. No, I think it's sad that his father is even allowing it to happen. His father's like one of those young fathers that he seems like he needs guidance. And it's gonna be a shame if we are not allowed to see Ja Morant because he's doing dumb things off the court. Like we've been cheated by injuries for a lot of players in a lot of sports and not seeing players to their, live out their career just because of injuries. And we were kind of cheated. We'll be cheated if Ja Morant keep doing this dumb shit because he is a treat to watch. He's a great player. He's soaring. I think he's a little cocky, but you know, he's a really good player. And if he doesn't get his shit right, they're gonna boot his ass out the league. There's no room for any of that. And if you got red dots and lasers and like, what are you doing? Like, you're a basketball player. Be a basketball player.
Blaming it on his youth and going, oh, he's young. And I'm like, yo, man, young people go to jail, young people die, young people kill. Like, it's
Look,
that
young people do the right thing as well.
And young people
Young people do the
That's
right
exactly.
thing as well. Young people do the right thing, the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What Tariq said about the fatherhood too is
And
true
if you're
because
taking,
I was gonna say all talk about the absence of a black father. Now you got a black father that's not doing the right thing, and next thing you know, they're saying black fathers ain't doing the right thing. It's like because of one dude, you know. And it's like, come on, man. Like you gotta pull your son to the side and say this is not gonna work.
Yeah.
absolutely. And you know, if you're taking pistols on private planes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have some issues, brother. Like, you don't need a gun for no reason. And I mean, everybody was young. Everybody was young when they came in the league, so being young is not an excuse.
There you go.
Yeah.
The whole league is young.
And it's like when you're worth millions and millions of dollars, you know, if you're going to roll out, you hire people to take that responsibility.
Higher security. Yes.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Exactly.
For these young guys, LeBron James put the blueprint out there for them.
Yeah.
Yo, man. So back to my man. Like the thing that I respect about LeBron James so much is that, especially my guys, Nut, Canada, Cliff, West, all you Reek, where we come from, the shit we seen growing up, the trials and tribulations, you know, and then to have a goal as lofty as the NBA, and not only like people are looking at you since you was a sophomore in high school, and you got to carry that burden, and you do it. And man, listen, like Nut said, like that's the blueprint. Ja, if you just keep your nose clean and follow the blueprint, bro, like you can take the league to a whole nother level. You can take the league to a whole nother level. But you know,
Can y'all do me one favor real quick?
Yeah.
We want to get a shout out from one of our biggest fans. She want to shout us out for 100.
Hey.
Happy 100.
Oh, what?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you just made the 100th show that much special.
Yeah, she was saying she couldn't get on. She was downstairs trying to log in, and she said YouTube wouldn't let her get on the chat. And I was like, well, try Facebook, but she don't have a Facebook page, so I forgot about that. Yeah, I appreciate that.
But yeah, Reek, man, it's it's unfortunate, man, and that's all the more reason why we got to continue to do the things that we do to provide the proper example. Like you get the dirty glass of water and then there's a clean glass of water. So we got to maintain the clean glass of water and show people what it is. And that's what we try to do in all our lives. My brothers, Dr. Coach E, West, Cliff, all involved, Nut, all involved with working with kids and education and sports and athletics. And it's amazing that 40 some odd years later, I've known these guys like 40 years, more than 40 years. And we can get on this platform and chop it up about sports and other things that are important to the community. So glad to have you.
Now, when I came in, y'all were talking about something else. You said, let's take it back to basketball. What were you guys talking about?
Football.
How Daniel Jones just got more money than
The
Lamar.
black quarterback dilemma with the money bags, and how they gave Daniel Jones $40 million, no problem. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't believe they gave Daniel Jones $40 million, bro.
Yo,
Well, Giants fans don't believe he got $40 million. They got issue with it.
I think it's terrible, and it's a reflection on the organization that you really can't take care of a player like Lamar when he's done all this already, and you just franchise tag him, give him a little 40. He's only made $36 million since he's been in the league. He's already been an MVP. He's a top 5 quarter. He's the top 5 quarterback. Only made $36 million so far.
Well, unfortunately, NFL contracts for them guys coming out of college are horrible contracts. I'd rather be a second-round pick than a first-round pick because they get you for the extra year. So you get kind of stuck with some nonsense, you know what I mean? And then, it's a risky sport, right? You got to avoid getting injured. You got to stay healthy. Any little small thing they're going to hold over your head, right? So you can't get a knee injury. You can't get a shoulder. You can't get a ligament injury to one of your body parts, because now they're going to say you ain't worth what your stats say you worth. You know what I mean? Because you're not durable. We're talking football. Nobody's durable in football. It's football. You know what I mean? We'll never see the behind scenes, that things they do to take care of their bodies, but it's football. You know what I mean? So they have the worst contracts out there. It's sad, but it's the reality. It is what it is.
I mean, I don't know, man. You got the complexion for the protection.
They take care of white quarterbacks, man. They take care of white quarterbacks, man.
Yeah, they do.
They get the same. They signed the same rookie deal in the first round, but unfortunately, in the third year of that contract, they re-upped them right away. And the black dudes got to play out the full 4, and then they got to go through the ringer to get that contract. So that's the issue.
Yeah, sometimes representation helps too, right? I think they don't want to deal business with the stepmom.
You can't put on that because
I don't know, man.
It's not just Lamar Jackson's case. He's not the only example we have of black quarterbacks having to pay out.
Well, I mean, look, how much did Geno Smith get paid?
He got 100 million.
105.
He got 100 million.
So Geno Smith got 35.
Yep.
And Daniel Jones still got 40.
Master just want to screw. He don't want to help you out. Master just want to screw the woman. He ain't trying to, give him the deal.
That's real. I mean, that's
all
real.
Master want to do,
But that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Joe Burrow and Herbert are going to get $50 million apiece, and neither one of them have an MVP in front of their placard and their resume.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just waiting for Lamar.
Absolutely. I'm a San Diego Charger fan. The Chargers are actually my team, and I'm a huge Herbert fan. I still think Lamar needs to get his money. Like, it doesn't make sense that Lamar is not getting his money.
I agree. I mean, he should be one of the highest paid quarterbacks out there,
His winning percentage is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but they're going to use it against him that he hasn't finished these seasons, these last couple of seasons, and his style.
Well, this season, I think he could have finished. He chose not to finish this season. He didn't want to come back. He was like, "Why should I come back and no, I'm not coming back."
Major injury. You going? What's his name? RG3 me.
Yep.
RG3 me, and then that's the reason why you gonna shuffle me along.
That's what wait for. So this is the point. They'll pay him, but they're not going to guarantee that money.
That's crazy.
I got a text saying somebody offered him 50. They offered him 50, $250 for 5 years.
Somebody or
offered who $250 for 5 years?
Lamar.
What?
I don't know how true that is.
No,
I'm like,
no, he would have took that. He's only asking for 200. I think he was trying to get 200.
Yeah, I think they was only trying to guarantee like 80 million. 100 million.
That's what his beef was the guarantee.
Well, the guarantee before this year apparently was only 130. They said
133.
133, but
didn't Deshaun Watson get guaranteed didn't Deshaun Watson get guaranteed 250?
He got all of it. 230, all of it.
Get him, stick him up.
Deshaun Watson got it, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But Cleveland did that without the NFL's approval, and that's why Deshaun had to sit out those 11 games. They would have left that case alone. If Cleveland didn't do that, he would have got to play. Deshaun was on his way back, and since Cleveland went against the NFL regulations with that contract, they were like, you know what? We're gonna make him pay too. So we have to reopen the book on this case. We can't let them pull that off because they raised the bar on the guaranteed money. It messed it up for everybody.
Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, somebody do their business, right? That's what they tell us, right? That's
why Lamar paying now, though.
Oh, right.
Don't let it get out of hand.
Now, don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. Daniel Jones actually had a really good year. Daniel Jones actually looked like a pretty good quarterback. He looked like a pretty good quarterback. I was shocked, actually. Like, wow, the kid can run. He has legs. I was shocked.
He had 4 bad years. He had 4 bad years.
And he has 15
Then he had
touchdowns.
1 good year. So 4 bad and 1 good equals contract. 5 good and 1 bad equals no money.
Yo, first of all, we need to stop.
He was slow to develop. That's all.
No. We need to stop saying that he had a good year. He didn't have a good year, yo. He threw 15 touchdowns. He didn't have a bad year is what he didn't have. And what he did have is a better year than what he had. But he didn't have a good year. We got to stop saying that.
He was mediocre this year, and he got paid for being average. I mean, the same dude got drafted number 6 in the draft for being average.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boy, you know, the Mitchell Trubisky story, you know, being average and going over Deshaun Watson and Pat Mahomes.
Right.
You know, that need we say more, you know?
Yeah, shit happens. Time out.
Yeah.
But listen, fellas, we got a Lakers Memphis game. We need to tap into root for our squad, right, Cliff?
Yeah.
Laker Nation, baby. Laker Nation.
Y'all. I'm sure we won our 11th in a row earlier, so.
Listen, I was supposed Sunday. I didn't get no text messages when the Lakers were winning. I was looking at my phone like, where's Hawk? Where's Hawk? Because Lakers win. Hawk is always texting. Something is going on. So when the Lakers lose.
That L and you had to pull fun on that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to fall back.
Oh, yeah. Because I said when the Lakers lose, you say something about Westbrook. It's when the Lakers win, you say something about the Lakers. When the Lakers lose, you say something about Westbrook.
What's up, man? What you gonna say?
So the Knicks, y'all Knicks fans finally having a little success.
Oh, what?
I want to talk a little football for because it's been on my mind.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I want y'all to do some research, right? Because we talk about these high-profile positions in football. Football is a team sport, right? And there's a position on that field who will never, ever become the MVP. There's a couple of them, right? But the most important one is the center position, right?
Yeah,
if you can name me a quarterback who didn't have a center that was all that and won a Super Bowl, then I could say something, right? But everyone that has won a Super Bowl, they had an amazing center. And we don't even know their names.
I do.
Right.
Troy Aikman had Mark Stepnowski. That mug was nice.
He had Jeff Saturday. I mean, you name a few of them. But
Tate had Jeff Saturday.
They don't get no recognition.
Yes.
I think
we can't. You're right.
Didn't Tom Brady have Nick Mangrel or something like that? Mongrel or something?
Yep. Yeah. Mike Webster, who passed away from the
Steelers.
Like they get no nothing.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do for next week's show, right? I'm gonna find a nice little montage of center play in the NFL of the group.
Okay.
Salute these brothers.
Get them big ugly, some reps. Give them big uglies, man.
We'll set that up right nice. It's gonna be nice.
You know,
a nice salutation for centers. We'll do linemen.
Guards. You know, but tackles get represented. They talk about no tackles, but they get
that backside.
Yep. Check that backside.
Larry Allen, I had to ask him.
Yeah, you know. Listen, man. No running back, no quarterback, none of them can have stats if that quarterback fucking up the snap every down.
Yep. Well, give us another position that's also important that doesn't give enough. Who's that on defense?
Who's that on defense?
Nose guard.
Well, I'll say a position that is never going to win MVP that is important is your kicker. How many Super Bowls have been won? How many Patriots Super Bowls have been won by their field goal kicker?
Aren't they trying to find out ways to field goals?
Yeah, they want to get rid of the kicker.
Yeah, they want to get rid of him. They're they've said this. They don't want you to punt anymore. They just be on the 20-yard line after a touchdown, kind of thing.
For safety reasons, but they ain't gonna get rid of the kicker for extra point to field goal. They ain't gonna ever happen.
I hope not.
They ain't gonna ever happen. And let me tell you something. The center, the long snapper, the same motherfucker. The long snapper.
Yeah, the long snappers. Them dudes are like 50 years old. They stay in the league forever.
If them dudes are screwing up the snap, your offense is shot.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a wrap.
I agree, Coach. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. Just ask Tony Romo.
No, he fumbled the snap. That's how he built. That's what he does. He fumbles the snap. He did. That wasn't a bad snap.
That was part of his initial legacy. That was part of his initial legacy.
Yep.
Well, listen, gentlemen, it's been a great night. Wow, 1/6 episode.
Yes.
You know, a lot of friends and family, like I said, came through and shouted us out, and that was dope. Coach Williamson, thank you. Tariq Buds, thank you. You know, Derek Canada, Coach Canada, thank you. You know, everybody else, Midi, main event, half man, half amazing. Pearl came through. Who else? TJ came through. It was a really good night. I sent out some other invitations of some folks who did make it in. I think they fronted themselves, and I sent them the link, YouTube link. I think they felt like they missed out. But we'll catch them at some point. We'll bring them in as well. But to you guys, salute. Thank you for participating in the 100th.
Salute and congratulations.
I want to say before we break out.
Salute and congratulations, man. Salute and congratulations.
Yes.
I want to say congratulations and hey, brag on your friends.
Oh yeah.
Brag on your friends when you're talking to the kids. Brag on your friends.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The group is awesome. I got some people. Ooh.
Yeah, we got some people.
Yeah,
yeah, man. Yo, salute, gentlemen. Peace.
All right, yo. Peace out.
Peace, JT.
Peace.